I want to see how the Red Sox, who have really been one of the best teams in baseball now, let's call it best teams in baseball, hottest team in baseball, whatever adjective you want to use, sure, go ahead, use it. But I'm interested to see what happens, Lucas Giolito, etc. But the playoff push starts now. And that's where we'll have our opening take tonight, which is presented by Super Service Today, Massachusetts' #1 provider for residential and commercial plumbing, heating, cooling, and drain cleaning day or night, always done right. Visit superservicetoday.com. The playoff push starts now. The Red Sox are the hottest team in baseball. They're healthy, and they'll be at their strongest after the All-Star break. They have faced adversity. They have been in transition. They've lost close games. They've had coach and general manager push-pull. They've had the injury to Casas. They had setbacks to Campbell. And the Rafael Devers trade really has been the spark, the turning point in the season. There's been a change. You know what the biggest change is for the Red Sox this year? Winning. The young players are performing. Pitching from people that they had expectations from are actually giving that and more. They have an ace. They have a closer. I can't talk about that enough. And how about this? The manager has won a championship. The manager is now making an impact on the roster. The manager has the team as the hottest in baseball right now, making all the right decisions, the right moves. So, the time is now to make the team better, Craig Breslow, and John Henry, and Sam Kennedy, and whoever's listening. Finding an impact rotational pitcher. Finding an impactful hitter. Those are the priorities from now until the end of the month. And I'm going to say this right now. It would be an epic failure for the Red Sox to not make the playoffs this year. Epic failure. And it could be so bad that they would fire the manager. Everything is turning up Red Sox right now. Just to mention a couple of things. I mentioned this to Jared Carabas off the air a couple of weeks ago, but I said to him, you know, if they won a third of the games in extra innings, or just a third of them, forget it. They'd be the best team in baseball. Now, I wouldn't say the Red Sox are. No way. They have defensive issues still. And if there are nights where they don't hit. And that's probably going to be an issue at some point. That's why they need pitching. But if they just won a third of them, they'd be much better than they are right now in the best team in baseball. So, in a way, like, are they overachieving right now? I'm going to say no. I thought they were underachieving. What changed? It was Devers. But what's really changed is they removed Christian Campbell, who wasn't ready to play second base. They've gotten better defense. They have. I know it's not perfect. It doesn't look great on a night-to-night basis, but it's better. They're also not striking out as much. Those are all facts. But they're young players. They're getting it from their veterans, right? Crochet, Chapman, Giolito's doing it. Trevor Story is playing great right now. The Bregman's going to come back and do his thing. The veterans are impactful. No doubt about it. It's the younger players, right? Last week, Roman Anthony, Marcelo Meyer, and Ceddanne Rafaela literally scored runs to win a game 4-0. Ceddanne Rafaela's got 5 home runs in the last 10 games. So that's why I'm excited about the Red Sox and why I think it'd be a failure if they didn't make the playoffs. Failure! These guys are getting better. They're only getting better. And I can give you the history, I'll give it to you, of what the Red Sox have done in the second halves over the last couple of years. And that, you can blame a lot of things. because that falls on Cora, but for the most part, they barely made any good trade deadline moves last year. They've worried about money so much that they couldn't make any impactful moves at the deadline. And I know I heard a rumor today or some sort of source somewhere that said that the Red Sox were in on Crochet last year, but the asking price was Marcelo Meyer and more. So it probably worked out that they waited until the offseason to make a big move. And that still could be the story for a top rotational pitcher. But right now you saved money. You can add money and not give up prospects. I'm sure the geeks upstairs are like, we're not trading these guys. We're not trading these guys. If you're not trading them, then acquire money. You just saved $250 million by trading Rafael Devers. Listen, people, that to me right now, the fact that they traded Devers and got out of the contract is the number one reason why they should be aggressive. So we shouldn't be sitting here saying, are they buyers or sellers? They should be buying and not Walmart, right? And I'm not even saying Louis Vuitton. But they should be buying wherever they go. Buying big. Being aggressive. Add a little bit of interest on those credit cards, baby. Because you have the money. Forget about the interest. You got liquid cash. Cash. The time is now for the playoff push. The time is now. And I'm going to mention Alex Cora's job security for a second here. You could have made a case for Alex Cora to be fired this year. You could have done it. He signed the extension last season. I wondered why he wanted to come back. But I'm curious how he reacts to the pressure. Because he could always flex on winning a championship year. He could always do that. Not this team. Not this group. I mentioned the adversity and the transition and all of that. He's been a part of it too. But he's pushing the right buttons right now. And I'm sure he wants ownership to spend money or Craig Breslow to get creative. I'm sure he wants that. But at the same time, he's got to do his job too. The team's turned around. Can they continue it in the second half? And I'm banking on the younger players and the veterans to continue to do what they're doing. But they need to help that lineup. I know pitching. You don't know what's going to happen to Garrett Crochet. He might need time off. They might skip him in starts. Brian Bayo could turn back into a pumpkin. Lucas Giolito could get hurt again. Who knows anything about Tanner Houck? You can't bank on him. But what you can bank on is acquiring good talent for a good team because you have the money. You have the prospects too if you want to really, really amp it up. There's no reason the Red Sox should not make the playoffs this year. Your thoughts at 617-779-0985. I do want to get into more of Alex Cora's job security. Right now he's in like Flynn, right? Turned the team around, was right probably of a couple of things. Went out and they got Alex Bregman, who he knows. They moved on from Devers. Bregman's really now starting to find his role on the team. Maybe he couldn't with Devers in the mix. Rafaela and Devers were really close. Look what Rafaela's doing right now. Addition by subtraction, right? All that's there. It still comes down to Alex Cora managing games. Alex Cora managing games down the stretch and not swooning like you've done the last few years. Because he's had an excuse, whether it's been not spending money, whether it's been the general manager. He's had excuses. No excuses this year. The playoff push starts now. Skaz is back. We'll hear from him. I'm Joe Murray here until 11 o'clock tonight. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.
We're back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. Skaz is here. We're back, baby, for one night. One night only on 98.5 The Sports Hub, 7 p.m. Joe and Skaz back on The Sports Hub. Welcome back, Skaz. How are you, sir? How you doing?
I'm doing good, Joe. It's good to be back. I feel like I haven't seen you in weeks, it feels like.
I've seen you, but we haven't been present.
Yeah, we've been passing in the night. Two ships passing in the night. We see each other in the hallway, very briefly.
I don't even know if I'd call us ships.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but we're back. It's hot. What's new? What's going on? Who you've worked with? Who's been here?
We've had Matt McCarthy last night for that wonderful Revs game. Really good second half.
By the way, we'll get back into the Red Sox. My take is playoff push and core and all that. They blew a 3-0 lead, 5 unanswered goals.
2-0. It was 2-0, I believe, and then they scored the third one late.
Oh,
make it a little more respectable.
That's a bad loss.
As bad as it
soccer?
gets. Yeah, not good.
Because we have a big Revs contingency.
Not great.
Where they're called, like where people call.
Joe, we welcomed the calls last night. Maybe one or two.
Do you know what? Do you know how many people tag us on more Rev stuff?
If you want to talk, call.
Where are they?
Yeah, the disappointing performance from the Revs and the Revs fans last night. Very ugly.
The night before, I don't know if you knew this, but we actually broadcasted the Indiana Fever Sun game.
Yes.
But it was like a real 98.5 production. Like Jeremy was involved, Tyler Knudsen, Ryan Garvin ran the game. But Skaz, I was giving WNBA breakdowns because we had to do the halftime show. And but I know my stuff. It's because I break a lot of WNBA cards. I know who's who and what team or whatever. But yeah, and then last week was messy, right? It's been interesting here at night. The Stanley Cup Finals happened as well. Any more interruptions that we're going to have that you can think of going forward here?
Pat's preseason's coming
games.
Up. It's coming up quick, Joe.
Thank the Lord. I can't wait. We're going to do a ton of football tonight at 617-779-0985. Skaz, the Red Sox get back to work tomorrow. Oh, wait till we see what they do against the Cubs and the Phillies and the Dodgers, who I think right now are struggling. Yeah, they're in first place. Sure. What do you think of my take if the Red Sox don't make the playoffs? Alex Cora's job's in jeopardy.
That's fine. I'm in favor of that. You said Alex Cora's won a World Series before. That is correct, but was it clean? What was he?
Is it clean now?
Well, I think that's also, fair question.
I'll be honest with you. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care at all. Red Sox fans get real sensitive about that. I hope they're cheating.
The banging of the drum was an orchestrated
yeah, that's too much. But you should be stealing signs, doing all that, everything you can to win. Yeah, I'm with you, Joe. If they don't make the playoffs, I think it's a failure. You look at the AL East, you look at the American League in general, it's not very strong this year, I'd say. The Red Sox have plenty of talent. They need an arm, maybe another bat, but there's no reason for them not to be right in it.
Not sure if you saw some of these numbers when it came to Alex Cora in his second halves over the last couple of years, but they're not good. Let me just give you a couple of odds real quick. The betting odds for the Red Sox to make the playoffs, right now they're minus 115 to make the playoffs. That means you have to put up juice, $115 to win 100. They call that a VIG for those who don't understand or are familiar with betting odds. That means that it is favored by $15 that the Red Sox make the playoffs. Fangraphs, who always does odds, right now, if you think about their odds, on May 28th, it was 18% to make the playoffs. On June 27th, they had a 13% chance to make the playoffs. As of today, Joe Math, 55.9%. I'm going to give him a 56% chance. That's better than 50-50 yes.
Yeah, slightly better than 50-50 yes.
That's a good way to make the odds, by the way. Like, to explain it to somebody, 56%, 6% better, $15 at a bet. But there's been a lot of collapses over the last couple of years, several seasons for that matter, where the team has fallen apart in the second half, missing the playoffs. But despite strong first half records last year, they were really good early on. But to give you a couple of examples, it's a pattern, by the way. These are trends and patterns, and you should be worried, and this is why the pressure's on Cora. In 2019, they started 49-41. They finished the second half 35-37. In 2022, they were 48-45 at the break. Then they went 9 games under 500. Woof. In 2023, they were 48-43 at the break, then went 30-41 in the second half. That's 11 games. It got worse. It got worse. How about last year's team? Despite being 10 games over 500 at one point, they finished with a 28-38 record in the second half. That's 10 games. So for the last 3 seasons, in the second half, they went 9 games under 500, 11 games under 500, and 10 games under 500. Woof. Woof, woof. And I'm telling you, they do that again, Core is out. And it's not because he's beloved or can't do the job. You can't have a team playing the way they are with a 56% chance of making the playoffs and be this bad. Now, there are reasons, right? There are reasons why this year is different. There are reasons. And I'm fully on board with it being different this year than previous years. They're on a 10-game winning streak right now. Like, the last team, I think I saw this, so I'll have to look it up again. But I believe the last team that had a 10-game winning streak heading into the All-Star break was the 1975 Reds, who I crap all over the Red Sox at 1975. That team won a championship. Oh, the schedule, right? We hear all about that. The schedule in the second half. Cubs, Phillies, Dodgers, blah, blah, blah. But the trade deadline's the big story. It's crucial for the Red Sox to address their roster and potentially improve their chances in the second half. They have to do it. It's malpractice if they don't. And they got money, honey. They got the money. So, Alex Cora, his philosophy is execution and being consistent and, roster flexibility and all that crap. It's working right now. It's his key to success. It's why it's important that ownership and general manager are on board with what Cora is doing. I think he's asked for help before. Do you know who really used to bitch about it all the time was Devers? I used to support Devers in that case too. He'd always say, well, it's up to ownership to go make things better. He'd call out ownership all the time. It's funny how he's out and they've done better. And the Red Sox are certainly using that as an excuse. And you know what? Whatever they need to do it to play like this. Now, a bunch of stuff's out there on the Red Sox regarding being aggressive for some sort of rental or a starting pitcher or something like that. And I know Chris Cotillo late last night, they're looking for a controllable option due to the market. So some of the names are Zach Gallen, Seth Lugo. You've already heard about Charlie Morton, Andrew Heaney, Merrill Kelly, guys like that. So those are just a couple of the names that are out there. Go bigger. Take on money. Improve this roster. An injury really can do things to this team. It really can. I believe in this team. I think it's important for this team to play playoff games for the younger players because next year they'll be better. Crochet will be better. Roman Anthony will be better. Marcelo Meyer, etc. Maybe, who knows? Rafael Abreu, bang. It's important for this team to be successful this year and to play playoff games for the future of the organization. Now, I think they have a goodest chance as much as anybody to win a World Series. I never would have said that. Ever would have said that. Ever. This season. But why not the Red Sox? Why not the Red Sox this year? There's no team that I look at and say, yeah, not them. Dodgers, I felt like that last year. I felt like nobody was going to beat the Dodgers. I felt like that. Not this year. All right, you've heard enough from me. Phone number here is 617-779-0985. We're starting Red Sox tonight. I do want to get into a bunch of Patriots stuff as well. Camp is starting up. I know some people have already reported to camp, and we're going to talk to Patriots safety Josh Minkins tonight. He was an undrafted rookie free agent with the team. We're going to talk to him and just get a thought about the safety position. Hey, undrafted, these guys have made the team every year before, 20-something years. So we'll talk to him coming up in just a little bit. Your thoughts at 617-779-0985. I haven't been on at night. I miss our friends. Where's Justin and Lynn? Where are you, buddy?
Hey, Joe, how you doing?
How you doing?
I just have a thought on the Red Sox. It's a complete failure if they do not make the playoffs. And the three things that are going to make this team better, pitching, hitting, and defense, tell my set show. That will determine where the team goes to me right now.
You're right. Absolutely right, my man. Hey, what is there another move outside of maybe first base or pitcher you'd look at?
I would look at pitching. I'm hearing a lot of Joe Ryan, but I don't know what you have to give up significantly to get him. I don't know where you would go, but I just think another pitcher would be beneficial for them.
I'm in on Joe Ryan though, so thanks, Justin. I think catcher maybe. Maybe is you know whose name I saw yesterday, Skaz, that I kind of had to think about it for a minute. Christian Vasquez. Kind of knows a lot of the guys. Decent backup. Who knows if Navarro, who knows? I saw today they brought back a catcher that was the Yankees released another catcher. The Red Sox picked him up. So at least there's some consistency there when it comes to that. I think whenever I need Red Sox news, you know where I go, right? Tyler Milliken's Twitter handle. So if I said I saw it from somewhere, it was probably on Tyler Milliken's Twitter handle. We got Thomas in the car. Thomas!
Hey, what's going on, Joe?
How you doing?
Pretty good. So I love the energy about the Red Sox. I believe in everything we're all saying right now. Love the takes, and I'm so fired up for the second half of the season. But I just had a call about Drake May. I think there's a lot of factors that go into the Patriots potentially being successful this year, and I think the biggest one is on the hands of your second-year quarterback. I think if he's the real deal and he plays well this year, then that's going to be the key to everything we want this year. So
if Drake May just plays well, they're going to be good. That's it?
I believe so, and I think all the other things are just going to fall into place. I don't know. I just think Drake May, if he goes out there and balls, we're going to win some games.
I disagree with that. Hey, Luis, you're on TV. Louis, hey, there you are, buddy. Yeah. People are like, hey, Luis in the chat. What's up, buddy? Get his thoughts. He mentioned Drake May. I do have a thought on if Drake May plays well, the team will probably be successful. But I do have a few concerns. What did Magic Johnson say? I'm concerned. I think the defense isn't as good as everybody thinks. We'll get into more of that. And what's up with Stephon Diggs? I'm hearing multiple reports. He could be ready. He could not be. Is he? Is he not? What's happening there? We'll do that on the other side. But first, let's get the Sports Hub headlines. I'm Joe Murray here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, where do we start? Well, there was some breaking news today in the NBA. Damian Lillard's going back to Portland. Don't like. the real first day of camp. I'll be back here, Skaz, on Wednesday night. So we will have a full recap of the day. Yes. So actually, I won't be back until next Wednesday. Now that I think about it, because I don't know what day it is anymore. What is today? Wednesday or Thursday?
Today would be Thursday, Joe.
Thursday.
I've had to do that a couple times myself.
I just don't know what's going on. I think, you know what, though? I think we need football right now. The reason why I'm okay with not having it today, though, is because we're going to get it for 25 weeks.
You're pining for week 0, Joe? You're looking forward to week 0?
I did. We're not doing the Over-Under podcast this year. Dan's got a new podcast.
Shout out Dan. Yeah, saw that.
Yeah, him, Julian Edlow, and Chris Thurston. They're doing their own podcast this year. So, Skaz, I'm open for opportunities if anybody's open for it. But normally, Dan and I would be breaking down the Sun Belt right now in the back.
It's one of my favorite weeks of the year when I get the Sun Belt breakdown.
Oh God! So I've looked a little bit of. I actually did a lot of betting stuff for the Patriots today, which we'll share in a little bit here. But there was a story from Chad Graff in The Athletic today talking about the importance of Stephon Diggs. There's no more if he's going to pass the physical stuff going on. That is behind us, I believe. And now there's talk about him potentially being ready for week 1. And then there's other talks of there's at least some people who think he may not be. So that's probably where we start. I don't know how they should handle this one. But starting the year without Stephon Diggs might not be a bad thing. I know you want your full roster ready to go week 1. And if he came back in week 1, I'd be all for it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm in on it. But maybe it's a chance to see if somebody like a Kendrick Bourne or somebody else, Kyle Williams, one of these guys can make it out of camp. So I'm a little interested on how they handle that one. Like, would you play Diggs in the preseason, Skaz? Because I don't know if I would. No, I wouldn't either.
Does Stephon Diggs need the preseason? I mean, maybe he needs the reps with Drake May, but I hope Drake May's not playing. I mean, you want him to play some in the preseason, but I don't need to see a ton of Drake May in the preseason either. Maybe that's unpopular, but I don't need to see a lot of Drake May in the preseason.
And they're doing 2 joint practices. Are there? Yeah. So there's I forget now. 3 games? 2 games? I forget what they did now.
3 games.
3 games. Oh, I used to go when I was a season ticket holder. Oh my God. You know what I used to do, though? I used to like to go in and smell the sausage, sausages.
I used to like to go in and smell the sausage. The Joe Murray Show.
That was funny. Not the game.
Not scouting the players. not seeing if there's any stadium upgrades over the offseason. I just got to get in there and get me a whiff of that sausage.
That's right. I used to go and just sniff around, baby. And then I think I was gone by halftime.
Sniffing around with Joe Murray.
Yeah, I'd be gone by halftime. This was like the Bam Childress era, for those that might remember. He was a preseason hero. And then later on it was, Brian Timms. Remember him? Him and Garoppolo?
Oh, stud.
Oh.
He was catching everything.
Man, that should be a tears for Maz someday.
Who's the tight end, too, there? Sudfeld or something?
Zach Sudfeld?
People were raving about.
His brother was a quarterback. That's all I remember.
Nate Sudfeld maybe was the quarterback?
Yeah. And then remember they got cut and they went to the Jets and were the captains week 1. Oh, that was
Tools. Very Jets. Very, very Jets. Week 1 captains for a preseason cut.
Oh, that is woof right there. But this is what smell this sausage. This is what Chad Graff had to say today. What to watch in camp. Just how involved will Diggs be in August? He'll likely open camp by working on the side until he's cleared from injury. But will there come at a point in late August when Diggs begins participating in full team drills? If so, is playing week 1 really an option? It always seemed likeliest that Diggs would open the season on the PUP list meaning he'd be out the first 4 games, but perhaps the optimism from his spring performances can translate to an increased role in camp and maybe even open the door for Diggs to open the season on the week 1 roster. This is 2 people now who've said it. Bert Breer said it earlier this week. Now Chad Graff is saying it. I mean, we're not talking about the physical anymore. We're talking about him being ready week 1. I don't know how to play that one, but realistically, I think a week 4 return might make the most sense. But they might have to win games early on if they want to compete for a playoff spot. They might have to. And the teams that they're playing against are in their conference, right? So it's torn. And here's the other thing. Like, I don't think Kendrick Bourne makes the roster if Diggs is here. He might not make the roster anyways, but what I'm trying to say is, you know, I look at their wide receiving group right now, and Camp will decide it, but if I'm here today just giving you what I think what it should be, I have Diggs, Pop Douglas, Mac Hollins, Williams, and Booty. That's my wide receiving group. It's not strong. It's not great. It's not going to wow you. But I think I have Bourne on the outside looking in. And I didn't even mention Jalen Polk, who's still trying to make the team, and I think there's a spot for him because of his size. Maybe someone gets cut. Maybe something else happens. But there are guys fighting for roster spots that I think I'd like to see in camp. And if you had to at least go the first 4 games, it'd be interesting to see what you have. But no doubt about it, I think Stephon Diggs will be their top receiver. I think he'll lead the team in receptions. He'll be probably their offensive MVP outside of Drake May. And that's even if he misses the first 4 games. Your thoughts at 617-779-0985. We got Stanley. He's in town. What's up, Stanley?
Joe, good evening on this nice July day, man, even though we got hit by a little heat wave. I heard you talking about some bets you put in today. So can I chime in with you, man, or is that
absolutely?
Is that no?
What you got, bro?
So $15. I said the Texas Longhorns are going to win their conference.
Okay.
I said Penn State's going to win the Big Ten with their continuity at quarterback and defense. I also said that Liberty's going to win the CUSA. And then for, I think you were just talking about, you said MAC or was it the Sun Belt?
MAC and Sun Belt. You mentioned Texas for the SEC, you said?
Yes, because of the fact that their defense is pretty good. People are projecting. Yep. There's a lot of question marks at Georgia's QB position since Carson Beck left. Mm-hmm. And they have a great defense. Let's not lie about that. But we all know the SEC stats.
Yeah, so Texas right now plus 260, Georgia's 340, Bama 390. I think LSU and Nuss. This is you ready for this? On July, what's today? July 17th.
July 17th.
I think Nussmeier is going to be the best quarterback in that conference.
But do you shop around? Because I have to shop around. I think DraftKings was the best deal because I added NFL division winners, which was the Bills is a definite. I picked the Rams at plus 190, and then I picked also the Baltimore Ravens, and then the one that scares me a little bit is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because we don't know how Atlanta's looking. But if I put that together, we're looking at 6 figures. Going to be honest with you, 6 figures.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you this much. If you're betting $15 hands, look for bigger value. For example, like the ACC, everyone's going to love.
Oh, crap. I forgot to add Clemson.
Yeah, everyone's going to love Clemson, but there's no value there. Right? Like, the team I would look at there is Georgia Tech at plus 1,200. Like, you know what I mean? Like, look for bigger value because, you know, for example, the American Conference, everyone's going to love Tulane. I think Navy's going to be great this year. And I think Texas San Antonio is always in the mix.
What do you think about James Madison? There's a lot of hype. They got the running back from North Carolina, and I think they got another running back too. And they did pretty well for a team that left D1 AA.
Yeah, they're the favorites. You know what I really like in that conference, and I'm just spitballing, I haven't done a lot of research. I love Texas State.
Ooh, breaking up a little bit. Can you hear
All
me?
right, well, it's Texas State. Thank you, buddy. Imagine college football talk on July 17th, guys. Penn State, Drew Aller, I love him. I think I'm going to do a breakdown at some point about this, but I think Nussmeier is going to be the best quarterback this year.
You've been saying that.
Last year I liked him too.
Yep.
So, but last year I loved Drew Aller. That was my guy last year, and then he turned into a pumpkin. And they actually went to their backup at one point, and then they made it to the championship game? What happened with them? They lose? They did. Pretty sure. Mason's in Buffalo. What's up, Mason?
Hey, what's up there? What's up, Al? Or Joe, sorry, my bad.
Who's Al?
So came here to talk about, so as you know, recently there's been stories that the Patriots might try to trade that they're very interested in trading for Terry McLaurin. What would you trade to get him if you could?
Well, I think personally, my original thought is they'd be idiots to move on from him, cater to the quarterback. That's my number one thing. So I don't think he's going anywhere personally. But if the Patriots were to trade for him, they would probably have to include a receiver. And because of his age and the contract he's expecting, you'd be looking at a third or a fourth round pick.
All right.
I think it's unrealistic because if Jaden Daniels lost his best receiver, they're idiots. Thank you. Anything else to add to that, guys? Who doesn't love Terry McLaurin? And then I see, report, Patriots are interested. No, crap. I had to back that track a little bit there.
I wonder how Terry feels about the Von Miller money, you know? Where's Terry's money, you know? He's been the face of that franchise
for a long time. The realistic issue for him is he's 30 years old. And everyone that's getting big money are in their mid-20s. Is there a comp? Like, you're just going to give Terry McLaurin the money because he's been good? How do you know a receiver is going to be good in his 30s? You don't. I mean, didn't Diggs just go through this?
I mean, did the Bears give Keenan Allen his 4-year, $80 million deal, or was that the Chargers?
Yeah, but that was last year, though, wasn't it? But they trade for him? I can't remember if they traded for him now.
So, but
4 and 80. I mean, what is that? That's $20 million a year.
Keenan Allen's,
he wants like 35.
Yeah, so he'd be.
I do that 4 and 8. 4 and 80 done. You want 4 and 100? I do.
I think that's where the Commander should be at, but I wonder if he's just not interested.
Camp hasn't started yet. They're doing the approach of, all right, Terry, we're working on it. Let's see what we got in camp. And when I think they're waiting for Jaden Daniels to be like, what's going on with Terry? That's what's going to happen. All right. Well, we could take a break because I'd like to do that. Did you guys get into the old Kraft Belichick thing last night?
A little bit. We kind of, we'll be honest, me and McCarthy didn't really care too much about it, to be honest with you. We thought it was a good topic for, sports radio, but if you want me to actually care about Belichick and Kraft still fighting, I can't really care that much anymore. They're two old guys that are bitter and getting more bitter the older they get. They're bad fruit, Joe. They're just getting more bitter.
I talked to someone that played on the 2000 Patriots who is not happy about Bill's comments. Share some of those with you coming up here on the other side. Again, if you want to call in, 617-779-0985. I love the college football stuff, by the way. Like, I just brought up Navy. Did you hear me say Texas State's guy? Wow, I'm ready. Where's Lifshitz? Anyways, I should call him. All right, we'll take a quick break. I'm Joe Murray. And hey, camp does start this week, everybody. And we'll have a Patriot on the show, someone who's trying to make the team tonight. His name is Josh Minkins. He played at Louisville, also played at Cincinnati. He's going to join us around 8:20 tonight. We'll ask him what's up with camp. So we'll do that coming up in just a little bit. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more.
Zolak and Bertrand, Felger and Maz, Joe Murray. For Boston sports fans, it's 98.5, the Sports Hub.
Paisley Media Group Station.
Essential Sports Hub headline, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, well, Damian Lillard is signed with the Blazers. He's going back to where it all started for him this year, and, well, he's not going to Boston. The Celtics, though, do play Summer League tonight. I'll be looking forward to that one. How about TJ Watt getting paid? Signed a big deal, 3 years, $123 million, while the Red Sox and Cubs meet tomorrow. And at the Open Championship, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way tie at the top. Scotty Scheffler is just one stroke back. Headlines are brought to you by Premier Basement Waterproofing. If you find water in your basement from rain or your sump pump isn't pumping, call the best. Third-generation family owned by the Albert family, 844 Live Dry, or PremierBasement.net. It's game over for water. I'm Joe Murray.
Boston's best sports talk. There's an app for that. Download the Sports Hub app for loads of stuff. Absolutely free. Connect with the shows, get podcasts, and more. Get it where you get your apps. Or at 985sportshub.com.
Going to be joined by Patriots undrafted free agent Josh Minkins, joining us in a little bit. Camp's opening up. He had a great event in Louisville that I wanted to get him. But, hey, camp starts this week, and that safety room, jobs are available. Special teams, jobs are available. And as we mentioned, special teamers and undrafted free agent guys have made the team every year. So we'll get a look on what's going on with the Pats coming up in just a little bit. But, man, how do we not talk about Bill versus Bob? Kraft, Belichick is still happening. It's still ongoing. And it is a little bit hard to believe, but are we really shocked? And I'll give you the Cliff Notes version in case those who didn't see it. Kraft was on the names with, or Dudes on Dudes, whatever it was. I can't remember what podcast they do anymore. But one of the things that Robert Kraft mentioned was one of his biggest risks ever was hiring Bill Belichick back in 99-2000. And Kraft's been doing this for a really long time. Like, I took a risk. No, it was crazy for me to. And yet he's not wrong. He's not. He's not wrong. It was a risk. But Belichick's been taking it for a long time. And I'm pretty sure it was Belichick that reached out, or Jordan. I don't know who it was. But he chirped back, saying that it was a risk to go to the Patriots. And I agree with Bill on this one, too. I do. Pete Carroll had some really successful seasons. He went 11-5, 10-6, and then 8-8. They had to move on from him. And the answer was Bill Belichick. Belichick was going to take over a Jets team that in 1998 went to the AFC Championship game and then went 8-8 in 99. So he was taking over a pretty good team with Vinny Testaverde and Curtis Martin, etc. But Belichick left that situation and went to the Patriots. The Patriots were a mess. They were risky. They had Bobby Greer and all these other guys running the organization, and Kraft was meddling. Kraft was highly involved in the operation, and that was a problem. It was. But they had a good team. They had a really good team. So were there risks for Bill Belichick? Absolutely. Absolutely. But ask a player about Bill Belichick's comments, and oh boy, they feel a little disrespected. That was a championship pedigree roster. Say what you want. Drew Bledsoe, Terry Glenn on offense, those players were good. They were. Their defense of Willie McGinnis, Ty Law, at the time, Lawyer Malloy, Teddy Bruschi, Ted Johnson, they were good. They drafted Seymour in 01. But that team was loaded. They had talent. If Pete Carroll wasn't getting enough talent out of the guys, that's why they had to go to Belichick. But they had guys making decisions for the head coach, and that was the problem, and Bill had to change that. Bill had to convince Kraft that there were organizational changes that were needed, and they were needed. They were. It was risky. It was risky for Kraft. It was. The name was Dom Capers. That was the name that they at least had in mind to take over after Pete Carroll. So was Belichick a risk? Absolutely. Going to the Patriots was too, but it's also a pretty good situation when, I don't know, you got Drew Bledsoe, who just a few years ago went to the Super Bowl, and a star wide receiver, and other good players, Troy Brown. You had good players. Belichick struggled his first year, but he got everything in line. Yeah, he did draft Tom Brady that year, remember? And then they gave him Drew Bledsoe a big extension. There was a lot of risk there, too. Should I mention that everyone's trying to get a piece of the pie of the credit for Tom Brady's success? Just wanted to throw that one out there as well. The story is this, though, everyone. Kraft and Bill are still fighting. They're still fighting. I love it. You know, I was wondering about this. Do you think I was talking to Felger about this yesterday off the air. Do you think Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson still friendly?
Probably.
Like, who takes credit for the success? Because Jones has made comments about, those 92, 93 teams, anybody could have coached them. And quite frankly, they got Barry Switzer in after Jones and they won. But guess who made the Herschel Walker trade?
Jerry, right?
No, well, it was really Jimmy.
Yeah.
Like, what I'm trying to say is,
Jerry's going to tell you it was Jerry, though.
Exactly. Yes. And he took over around that time, I think.
So where me and McCarthy, where we said this is interesting to us is next year, Joe, the NFL Hall of Fame. They up there on that stage together? Because I think that would be great theater. Belichick obviously eligible, Kraft been eligible. They changed the rules, so Belichick is eligible now. Kraft could go in whenever. So I think next year, give me that. I want them up on the stage together for the Hall of Fame, having to acknowledge and joke around about the credit, about all this, whining they've done at each other for the last couple of years. I think that would be great if they're both up there. I just wish Pete wasn't back with the Raiders this year, because then you could have got all three of them up there.
I know. I was actually wondering about him coming back. Is he still a part of it? There's a few things for that one. Let's not forget that Robert Kraft really made a big push to try to get into the Hall of Fame this year. The voters kept him out. Why? Was it because of the allegations around the team? Some of their suspensions, or in Kraft's case, he was fined. They lost draft picks, right? I mean, those happened. It might have been Belichick. But Kraft lost money. Draft picks.
A lot of cheating scandals over at Gillette Stadium, huh?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Just saying, Joe.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That's what the building's known for, some would say.
Well, Coldplay hasn't had a single in a long time, and, well, they might have added a couple last night. But getting back to it, though. Everyone wants their piece of the pie. Everyone wants their piece of the pie about the credit.
Yeah, they certainly do, Joe. They certainly do.
You lost my train of thought here. But anyways, I think will they leave out Belichick like they did Kraft?
No, they can't. They can't leave out. An owner you can leave out. And
You mean to tell me that there's reasons not to vote Belichick into the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, exactly. They can't leave him out.
I think there are reasons.
So you're saying that because of the cheating, because of the asterisks, they're gonna make Billy football wait a little bit, is what you're saying. Now that's, Joe, I'm in on that. You think he's angry now?
That got you excited right there.
Yes. Oh, drama, Joe. Yes, content. Can you imagine Patriots fans, like, if they kept Belichick out of the Hall of Fame on the first ballot? I can't imagine a world where that happens, but Joe, Boy, do I love the take. I mean, they kept Rodney out, right? Yeah, Rodney's got a couple asterisks there for a couple things. I think Belichick's resume is much. I think it's too strong. You can't. He's got to go in right away. But Joe, I like that one. I'm a big fan of that one.
Yeah, me too. Because they can't. It's funny. Years ago, I talked to Hall of Famer Satch Sanders when he made the Hall of Fame for the Celtics, and one of his takes was that they are leaving Celtics out of the Hall of Fame because too many are in there. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that there are too many Patriots in the Hall of Fame because I don't think there's enough. Like, I think Adam Vinatieri should have been in, and they made him wait it out a year. Like, they made Adam Vinatieri wait out a year, the greatest kicker in the history of the game. Was that because of his Patriots ties? For real. Was it because of the position? Why was he left out? Richard Seymour had to wait a little bit, right, I believe? Guys had to wait. Are they going to hold out on Patriot? Now, they didn't on Moss. They couldn't on Moss. Moss had a lot of things on his resume that weren't great either, okay? But he got in eventually. But did he do more with the Vikings than maybe the Patriots? Probably. I'm wondering if we're going to see that now. Will they hold out Patriots based off what some people's perception is? And will Bill Belichick be one of the big ones? There might be people in that league that don't want him in. There might be. Listen, Bill Belichick's the greatest coach in history. No matter what he does with Jordan or anybody else, it's hard to not incorporate him in the history of the game of footall.
You think she's on the stage? You think she finds her way up there?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Maybe she gives a speech.
She thinks she's the trophy.
She's probably writing it. She's a ghostwriter.
Oh, yeah, she's a ghostwriter. Oh, yeah. I listen, for years, we sat here and talked about who was it, Belichick or Brady. We got our answer, right?
It was Tom.
So now so what happens now, Skess?
And now they're fighting for scraps, Joe. They're fighting for the rest.
You know what? You'll appreciate this one. I dropped this one with Felger Maz yesterday. Everyone wants their credit, right? When does Bill Parcells say that he inherited Bob Kraft?
I don't know if you're getting that one anytime soon.
Do you think Parcells will do that at the speech this year? Your boy? That'd be great if I bet you that would maybe be like, good for you, Bill. Tuna. Big tuna.
Was an overrated coach I've ever seen in my lifetime.
Oh, God. Hey, you know what, though? I'm in on this. Give it to me. Give it to me, baby. I need this. Anyways, why don't we talk with Josh Minkins? He's undrafted free agent for the Patriots. Camp opens this week. You'll see him, and we're going to talk to him next. Big college star as well. He'll join us next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
I'm in on that. Oh, what a move. I love flag football. You ever play the 8-on-8? Oh, the lineman. I used to snap and block guys full speed, man. It was wild. It was great. Loved it. So we'll get into more of the Patriots. I know camp opens up this week. Well, next Wednesday it all begins. I read a report today that Drake May is already there. But by the way, did you hear that Zoe story? Now, let me just say this real quick. I get duped a lot, right? I'll throw something in our Slack channel, Skaz, that is like, Joe, that's not true.
You read something on the air last week that had me a little shocked.
Guilty. Oh, about the Zin.
Yes, yeah, that was a good one.
Man.
That was a good one. Yeah, every once in a while.
Now, that was something I thought was funny and just threw it in Slack, and somehow I thought I found a moment.
Yeah, you'll get NBA Sentinel every once in a while. Will get you.
That one got me.
It happens.
So I will freely admit that's why I think it's okay to get on Zoe about it, because I think we all make mistakes. But seeing a story again, I'm a doom scroller. I like to doom scroll. I like to just what's popping up in my algorithm, baby. That's going to be like the name of a podcast. What's in your algorithm, right? And Zoe came across one about Drake May that you may have heard that they donated all their wedding gifts to the people in North Carolina that are dealing with the flooding and tragedy and whatever. But Zoe went with it, and I believed it. I think we all did, and then we found out it was an AI story. So. So in a way, it was realistically, it happens to the best of us. I've been there before, so I can't get on them too much there. So, but we're all awaiting the Patriots camp, which opens up soon, and a lot of competition battles that are out there. We're hoping to be joined by Josh Minkins. We got to put the call out to him, so we'll whenever he joins, we'll take him live. And again, you can call us at 617-779-0985. So we'll get that going in just a minute here. And just again, if you want to react to the Belichick and the Brady and the Belichick, the Brady, the Kraft, you certainly can do that if you'd like. Sorry. I'm trying to book our guest right now as we're trying to do multiple things here at the moment. But I will say this. I talked to a former player who was not happy. Felt as though saying that you're going to a team that is risky with those type of players that you won multiple championships with, I'd be pissed too. So anyways, that's my take on that one. And I would like to know how Drew Bledsoe felt about that. I would like to know maybe Ty Law. Oh, what would Laura Malloy say about being a risk? I mean, hey, listen. It's a risk every day for us to show up to work. It's a risk for you, everyone out there, to show up to your job. It's always a risk. Anything you do in life is a risk. So to get on Belichick about it, the Patriots were risky. Bill Parcells walked away from the team. Literally walked away from the team. Carroll, well, he was hovering. He had good seasons. Pete Carroll had good seasons here. But the locker room got a little lackadaisical, and they needed a culture change. They did. That group needed a culture change, which was a risk. But it was risky also bringing in Bill Belichick giving up a first-round pick, right? Belichick did take a huge risk. There's no doubt about that. Huge risk. So I love that story. Oh, I hope it never ends in the Hall of Fame stuff. What's you know what I'm kind of curious about too? Will Bill Belichick be at the statue unveiling for the Patriots?
He's got to be, right? I mean, well, it depends. What's on the schedule for UNC that day?
I don't think they're playing that day.
What's on Jordan's schedule that day?
What is on Jordan's schedule? Where are they? They doing that Ugg Mug Sluggo thing in there?
Joe, I have no idea what that means. Not even remotely a clue.
It's the little punch buggy thing on the leg. You didn't see that video?
I saw like a screenshot of it,
So you didn't
and
understand it then. I did.
No,
Okay.
yeah, no. That one missed me.
Oh, that was funny. Sometimes I can tell the age difference between myself and Skaz, though. It is pretty funny at times. So it happens to the best of us. But Patriots camp is ramping up, everybody. We are all excited for Patriots camp. So you can join us here. We're here until 11 o'clock tonight. I'm Joe Murray. And let's welcome in with camp happening for the Patriots. It all begins next week. I know people are already in town. I saw that Drake May was in town as well. But joining us here on 98.5 The Sports Hub, Patriots safety Josh Minkins joining us here on The Sports Hub. Josh, welcome in. I'm Joe Murray. How are you tonight?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So, John, I got to tell you off the bat, I'm familiar with your work, my man. I know you were at Louisville, but last year, big game against Pitt, and first quarter, who's the guy who makes a big play in the back of the end zone there? Josh Minkins. So when I heard it's Josh Minkins joining the show tonight, I was like, oh, that guy's a baller. So I'm gonna put respect on your name, my man. You were a great college player.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
So camp's opening up. Obviously, maybe you didn't know this, but historically, undrafted free agents have success with the Patriots. So I'm going to ask you, is that something that, was mentioned to you about an opportunity to play? And, I guess I have to ask, what has it been like, your introduction to the Patriots and to the NFL?
Yeah, I mean, just like from the start, like Coach Vrabel and them, they were like, man, we like you, man. We really want you to be here. And, it's a great opportunity for you. It's a good fit for you. So, off the bat, kind of after the draft, I kind of was like, man, I'm just going ahead and, sign with them. And then, from them, it's just been a great, opportunity for me. Like, I just love the staff. I love the team. I love the atmosphere. I just love, Foxborough. Just like basically just the tradition of just the Patriots and stuff. So it's been good. I've just been trying to just stay level headed, man, and just keep working, man. That's all. And just just seize the opportunity I got ahead of me. So yeah,
I think there's a big opportunity for you. Kyle Duggar and Jabril Peppers have been with the team now for a couple of years. Two heavy hitters, right? Guys with cred. I'm sure you've seen Jabril Peppers. You must. What was it like, by the way, seeing him on the field and being like, that guy's a man? I'm just curious what your initial reaction was.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up watching Jabril, and just seeing him at Michigan and now being his teammate and just being able to learn from him, man, just soaking in the game that he's kind of, just putting out there and stuff to me. It's definitely a big help. And, just seeing him now, it's like, dang, I grew up watching you. So it's definitely, one of the things that's surreal for me. But, he's one of them guys that, he just brings energy. And, he's the guy you want in the room with you. So I'm excited to be able to work with him.
Just talking about the room there. Like Jalen Hawkins had a nice little addition to the team last year. Another rookie's coming in, and Craig Woodson, who was drafted in the 4th round. I know you're going to be tied at the hip with him and competing as well. Brendan Schooler, right, with the great hair. But Del Pettis, another undrafted kid, made the team last year. Good player. Yeah. Talk about some of these guys that you're competing with.
Yeah, I mean, they're just I look at it like just one of the things where it's I don't really see, competition is that. I mean, we're all going for the same goal, and that's to make the roster and stuff. But, as far as that, these are all guys that, are just they're down to earth dudes, man. They're all there to, we're all there for one goal, and that's to win, and just make each other better at the end of the day. But I'm just a rookie that's just soaking it all in from the guys, and I try to take as much as I can from them and stuff. So that's really my biggest thing, is just take as much as I can from them and really just seize the opportunity that I got ahead of me. But they're all good guys to be around, and I'm excited to be in the room with them.
Well, it was reported today that Drake May is already there. You've been in practice. You've been in some of the drills. What are some things that you're seeing from him? And what's the difference, I guess, so far at camp between the college and the NFL game?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a lot faster, I would say, just the game and stuff. A lot of stuff's mental too, but like Drake, man, he makes plays, every day in practice and stuff, and like he's not scared to take a risk. And I think now, like with us being in training camp and stuff like that, it's the time to get the mistakes and stuff out. So it might be a play where we might make a play on the ball and make a great play. Like the guys, on our defense, like we have a good defense. So I would say like it tests them a lot, but just being there, being around them, and just seeing them, come from college now and then being go against them in practice, man, it's definitely a surreal opportunity. It's surreal. So I'm just looking forward to it, to just keep competing and keep working with them guys.
All right, we'll talk with Patriot safety Josh Minkins here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Camp is opening up. I'm sure you're going to be one of the big favorites. I'm glad we had you on here. But let's just talk about your roots a little bit. You played at Louisville. You were a standout. You're from there. You played 4 years there. I was kind of curious. Did you overlap with Deion Branch during your time there?
Yeah, so Deion Branch played with my dad back in like 99, or what was that? Probably like 2001. So him and my dad were kind of cool. They're real cool with each other. But he actually coached the bowl game when we played in Boston at Fenway. So to get him that first win as a head coach was like crazy. And then he kind of stepped down a little bit and did like a player development role. But now he's a wide receiver coach. So that's like my uncle. So I kind of keep a relationship with him. I keep in touch with him. So yeah, I have.
Well, Super Bowl MVP, let's put respect on his name as well. But what has he told you anything about maybe even Mike Vrabel, who he played with, and just being a Patriot? Has he given you any insight?
Yeah, like he told me before, like, just when I was going through the process, I told him I talked to Coach Vrabel and stuff. And then now, like, I kind of talked to him. And he's just like, man, like, you're going to love it out there. He kind of just installed into me kind of the tradition of just like the Patriots way and stuff like that. But just having that, that kind of the resource in your corner, that helps out a lot. And it's real, like, a bonus in a sense. But, I kind of talked to him here and there and just asked him, like, here's how it's going and stuff. But he always vouches about Coach Vrabel and how much of a good guy he is. So, yeah.
Oh, it's great. And listen, Deion Branch is beloved here. He had multiple stops in New England, by the way.
Yeah.
Here, came back. He's beloved here. And I remember that. I remember he became the coached that bowl game for you. So you played 4 years at Louisville, and a lot of the college athletes now, they get that extra year, right? That graduate year. Were you recruited by Scott Satterfield? Well, what happened? How did you end up in Cincinnati?
At Louisville, I'm grateful for my time there. It was a great opportunity to play in front of my hometown. But, all things kind of come to an end at that time. And I really kind of reevaluated, like, my career at the time and, just kind of just figured, like, what is the best for me and the best for my family and stuff. So Satterfield, like, he was in my ear. Like, my DC was there before, but he had left. But, Satterfield was like, man, we still want you here. It's a great opportunity for you. And, like, I just kind of just took that and ran with it. I was going to West Virginia at first, but, after, like, consideration, I was like, wasn't really sure if I wanted to go there. But after, thinking and stuff like that, I'm glad I made the decision to go there because everything worked out and it got me to where I am now. So I'm definitely grateful for the opportunity. So
yeah, you played in multiple. This is why I think you're an attractive, prospect. You've played at multiple schools. You played in multiple conferences. I know the Big 12. You had you turned heads. I watched, man. Your pro day, you turned a lot of heads that day, man. And now you got a great journey. And just looking at it here, you sound excited. I'm happy for you, my man. I think this is a great opportunity for you. But I just wanted to let you know, in studio right now, we have a flag football going on. I believe it's the women's flag football that's happening right now. And I know you just hosted a camp in Louisville back home, July 5th weekend. You had over 500 campers there. Can you just tell us a little bit about your community efforts and what you've done with flag football? And just, it sounds like you got proclaimed the Josh Minkins Jr. Day on July 5th in your hometown. Tell us a little about that.
Yeah, so I mean, I've been doing the camp for about 4 years now. I kind of just like we really just don't really, it's boys and girls. So I kind of just keep the ages 5 to 17. I want to get as many kids as I can out there to get out between, just to be around some of my good friends and my family and stuff like that, and some of the guys that have made it to a certain point in their careers. But I mean, I just one of the things where when you get to a certain point, a lot of people look up to you and stuff like that. So just being at the level I am now, I think it attracts more kids and stuff. And they look at oh, they can do it, and I just motivate them to go out there and just work hard and just have fun with it at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, football is about having fun. If you're not having fun with it, why are you doing it? So I just kind of just keep that installed in their head, like, man, you got to have fun with it. So I try to keep them in an environment where it's a family and friend environment for me, and like just having all my friends and my family out there. I think that's the biggest thing for me. And then having all the kids come out, and I had the mayor come out too, and like you said, he had the day for me and stuff. So that was just a blessing to be able to have that. So I'm just grateful for everything, man. I just try to give back as much as I can to my community.
Dude, and you could do it here, man. I'm telling you, there's so much outreach that you could do in the community here. The Patriots do a lot. I'm sure you'll be a part of it. Just so for our listeners, camps next week, there'll be preseason games, etc. What number will you be donning for the Patriots?
I'll be wearing number 16 this year.
Oh, so I should let you know about this. So we're the flagship of the New England Patriots. So I work all the post games. So when if you're driving home, it's going to be me giving the analysis on the game. But the guy who calls the games here, his name is Scott Zolak. He does our midday show. Played quarterback for the Patriots during Drew Bledsoe's era. He wore number 16. So I'm going to have to pass that message along and have him come by and say hello. But, yeah, he works here at the station as our broadcaster. Wore number 16, man. So you got yourself a solid number.
Yeah, man. I'm grateful, man. I'm just, happy to be, a Patriot, man. I'm looking forward to it.
So what do you like about the air? Has anybody told you anything about New England or Boston? Have you gone to any restaurants? Where are you going while you're here at this point?
I've been to a few spots. I went to Smith and Walensky. That was a spot I went to. Yeah, it was pretty good. I'm a big seafood guy, so just being around Boston, that area and stuff like that. I actually had my first taste of clam chowder. When was that? In 2022. So I've been kind of trying that out, different seafood spots. But I've been to Smith and Wesson. I think that was the most known spot I've been to out here. But I'm a big food guy, so I'm gonna try some different spots when I come back.
Oh, dude, they're a partner of ours. So yes, great steak over there. So the chowder. Yes. Have you had a lobster from New England yet? Any Maine lobster? I don't know if you said you're a seafood fan.
Yeah, I did. So I had a few lobster tails. I'm a big lobster tail, crab legs guy, stuff like that. I'm a shellfish guy, so yeah, man. I tried a few of them. So I love it.
What's the biggest thing in Louisville? What do people go to Louisville for to eat? Where would you tell them to go?
I would say, you got Jeff Ruby's out here. I think that's kind of a Midwest kind of spot. Ruth Chris is out here.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a few other spots. They got a Capitol Grill. There's a couple of spots, but I don't know. We really kind of have a unique thing, because a lot of the places are we have their own Louisville owns places, but Louisville's known for a lot of stuff that people don't know that they're known about, like the Derby and stuff. A lot of people come here for that, so it attracts a lot of tourists and things. But food spot, I don't know. I would say probably the three most that stand out to me, honestly. I don't know.
When you walked into Gillette, did you look at the past championships? Did you think of Tom Brady? Does the history? I know you're excited to play here and you're worried about this year, but did you get any of that nostalgia from the past and the success?
Yeah, because I grew up just watching, Tom Brady, Randy Moss, the era and stuff like that, and seeing them win all the Super Bowls and stuff, and now it's when you get to actually be there, it's a surreal feeling. It's dang, I'm really here. But we're trying to get back to that point, of just the winning tradition. So I think Coach Brady want to have a good plan for us this year and stuff. So our goal this year is just to take it game by game and just win. We just got to win, and we'll get what we need to get out the season this year. So not trying to look too far ahead, but just. The goal is to win and to win a Super Bowl, so we want to get that back to Gillette.
You got well. Hey, listen, I've told you this for I think it's a 20-year run now. Undrafted free agents have made the team for the Patriots, and I think you got a greatest shot as just as anyone, man. And you're a big boy, 6'2", over 200 pounds. Are you strong? Are you should I call you defensive back, Josh Minkins? Can you play all over?
Yeah, I can move around. I'm playing safety right now, so we got just got to just go out there and just do my job, man. And I'm just, what I'm asked to do, I'm gonna go out there and do it. I'm one of the guys that just want to just go out there and work. So the opportunity's ahead of me, so I'm looking forward to seize the opportunity.
You got a job. When does everything get going for you?
Oh, so we leave tomorrow. I'll be there Friday, well tomorrow, and then we start Saturday and stuff, and then the vets come in a couple days after that. So ready to go.
It all begins next week. Josh, love your story, man. Thank you for joining us tonight. Number 16 in your program. He's Josh Minkins, college star, Louisville's own. I'm going to come by and say hello to you when I go down to camp. I'm going to tell Zoe that you got number 16, my man. Best of luck to you. And again, great work in the community, in your own community. And I wish you the best this year with the Patriots.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me, man.
You got it. He's Josh Minkins, everybody. Number 16 for the Patriots. Playing safety this year and hoping to make the team. And just great outreach in his community was Josh Minkins. I should have mentioned his old man. Had some success. And how about that? Deion Branch's uncle.
I'm buying stock, Joe. I'm in on Josh Minkins.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
Let's get him back in.
It seems like a great kid. Good head on his shoulders. Good personality.
We'll call up our guys from Smith & Walensky.
Yeah.
We'll get a nice little surf and turf, huh? I'm going to tell Zoe, number 16.
I like that. It's a good number.
I liked him. Good dude. So camp's getting fired up. We're getting fired up. We'll take a quick break. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines presented by Celsius Energy Drink.
right? What did I have on our rundown, Skiz? Let's see. Hot streaks. Well, I had the Open Championship. Is there anything you want to add about that? Because I'm not really into it this year. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's Thursday. A little early to be fully dialed in. Obviously, I was watching some today when I was able, but the pace of play, Joe. I know golf talk already. Not great, but pace of play golf talk especially not great. I believe the Rory McIlroy group today. It took them almost 6 hours to complete their round. The last guy off the course at Portrush was off the course at 10:11 p.m. local time. So just brutal pace of play. Something has to be done about it, but. No real shocks for me on the leaderboard. Scotty 3 under will probably win. I think he hit 3 fairways today and is still tied for second. Fitzpatrick he's won in Boston a couple times. Obviously won the Open and then won here as an amateur. But yeah, Bryson can't play over there. His clubs are not the right length. He's never going to fix it because he's too hard-headed. Rory hanging around will always be a story, especially over there. I'm trying to think how Rahm played okay. I think he was 1 under Schauffele's perspective. So I'm very excited for this weekend. But I think Scotty's getting it. I think Scotty's getting another one.
Do you know why I like the Open Championship is because there's chaos.
Oh yeah, there's some good chaos out there.
It's a dumpster fire, right? Like some guys, it's the course, it's the wind, it's the whatever. It's the Open Championship.
A lot of the American golfers too have been. It's a different game over here, and a lot of the new wave in golf is ball flight, trajectory, hitting it as far as you can. And Bryson's kind of the king of that movement, and he has all his clubs are the same length. I don't know if you're aware of this, but a lot of guys, their wedges are shorter than your 4-iron. Not for Bryson. All his clubs are the same length.
He struggled a little bit, right? Yep.
Yeah, he can't. It's just. There are certain stances you're going to have with your feet, especially over there where the club needs to be a little shorter. And so that part of it's interesting. But yeah, I think this is where someone like, Brian Harmon or Fitzpatrick, who doesn't hit it as far, these guys can compete because it's about angles and figuring out the course. So yeah, if you're a golf nerd like I am, then it's going to be a very good weekend.
Great. Well, I'll be watching. What'd you think of the swing off?
I love the swing off. I didn't love Aaron Boone's decision making in the swing off, but I love the swing off.
I liked it. It was different. It was innovative, right? It was fast. My complaint is guys, I left here at 11 o'clock at night and it didn't even happen yet. So that's late.
Yeah, way too late.
Maybe have designated people before the game so you know who they are. Unless, someone gets hurt. I don't know. But Schwarber was great and won the MVP. I'm now wondering if it should be instituted on anything after 11 innings. Like if you go 10, 11.
I said 12.
Okay, 12 is fine.
But yeah, I'm kind of with you.
1 or 2 innings is I'm down with.
I asked this question to my buddies the other night. I said, do you think in our lifetime we see the swing off ending, regular season games?
Well, I don't want to roll out nets though. Just pitch.
You want a guy
not from the mound, but I guess you got to roll out that.
Yeah. Joe, a little litigation there, a little, yeah.
Know what we used to do back in Hyde Park in Roslindale? For extra innings and the lights, got dark. Whoever the captain was of each team. 1 pitch, and you either swing. If you foul and the other person swings and misses, you win. If both people swing and miss, you do it again. But yeah, you just had to make contact 1 pitch. That's it. Now we can't do that in a major league level, but this at least is a good alternative.
Yeah, this would be like I wonder, then do you keep a Willie Mopena on your roster instead of a David Hamilton?
I'm worried
or something
about that.
Like that.
I'd be worried about something like that though.
If they just have a guy that's just there to hit dongs, basically.
With a pretty swing. I'd hate that people would carry guys on their roster just for that, though. But look at the Red Sox, as I mentioned earlier in the show. All those 1-run or extra inning games that they lost, imagine, like, I asked this to the guys, who would be your three if you had to send up three guys in a swing off for the Red Sox? Bregman?
I mean, it's got to be Bregman. I guess you'd say Anthony, right? I mean, he's got the power. I'd like to say Rafaela, but I don't know if he's more of a live ball. You know, he needs to come in. You know, it can't be coming at him at 65. That's a good question.
Probably Abreu.
Yeah,
and it depends. You want right-handers with the wall?
That's true too. Fenway may be an advantage or a disadvantage.
Rafaela a consideration?
He had more home runs in the last 15 days than
Where's Bobby Dahlbeck?
Has Chisholm had in the home run derby. You know,
Bobby Dahlbeck would be great for this. I think he could also miss too.
Yeah, well, yeah.
In the ABS, I kind of like the idea of using it 3 times in a game.
Well, I thought it was great.
It's just
so
a level
quick.
playing field.
It's so quick.
And I like how only a catcher, batter, or pitcher can do it. Imagine in the NBA if everyone who went replay it happened. I kind of like that the coaches handle that one.
Yes, yeah.
But in baseball, you get 3 of them. Imagine getting squeezed in the 8th inning and you replay that and they get it and you're like, yeah! I'd love to bet on the calls. Is it right or wrong? All right, well, we have an extended version of In or Out tonight, everybody, because it's been a while. So in this hour, the Sports Hub has been brought to you by Safety Insurance, providing comprehensive coverage for your auto, home, and business. Ask your independent agent about safety. We'll get that interview coming up in just a little bit. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
What's it gonna be, McFly? Are you in or out?
TJ Watt got paid 4 years, $130 million. 3 years, actually. It's pretty good for him. Open championship, 4 people tied at the top. Scotty Scheffler just 1 stroke back. And the Red Sox get going tomorrow in Chicago versus the Cubs, 2 o'clock. Lucas Giolito on the mound. Headlines are brought to you by Premier Basement Waterproofing. Buying a home or finishing your basement, do what Beetle did. Get it waterproof first so you never see a drop of water again. 844-LIVE-DRY or premierbasement.net. It's game over for water. I'm Joe Murray.
Here we go.
Boom.
I win.
Kaboom.
Yeah. It's a buddy.
We've got a passion for Boston sports.
Get angry.
98.5 The Sports Hub.
Are you in or out? Gotta know without a doubt. I'm the one you need for a dirty deed. I'm the best. Success is guaranteed.
Or out? Are you in or out?
Finally, Joe. Finally. Feels like it's been a while. Thursday night, July 17th.
It's Thursday?
Already. Thursday night.
Oh, God, I don't even know what day it is.
And then halfway through July already.
Anyways, how you doing? We're good. Shout out to the YouTube fam.
All right, Joe, we're going to be all over the place on this in or out, but why not start with some food, Joe? KFC, our good friends over at KFC have launched fried pickles as a menu item earlier this week. Joe Murray, are you in or out on KFC fried pickles?
So, truthfully, I don't go to the well with a fried pickle. Now, there's a place called Cagney's in Quincy that does a really good fried pickle. But in on these, how the hell would KFC mess this up?
Not possible.
Oh, do you remember the popcorn chicken? Oh!
One of the great items.
So now you're going to add a fried pickle? Love this one.
All right, Joe, a new teaser for Eminem's Stans documentary film was released earlier this week. The film explores the psychology behind artist-fan relationships. Joe Murray, are you in or out on Eminem's Stans documentary?
I think it should be a movie. Or how about this? It should be a Broadway play at least, right? Stan? I'm in on this. It's going to be a documentary?
Yes, it is a documentary film.
Who is anyone playing Eminem, or is there?
He is.
Okay, so he's in it. Do we know?
Appears like he's in it.
Is Stan an actor, or is it someone like?
That I don't know. The teaser kind of just shows Eminem talking about it, and then more just like crowd shots of fans being crazy. But I believe it will be released in theaters. I believe.
Interesting. All right. Well, I'm in. I'm in. I sincerely yours, your biggest fan. This is Stan. I'm trying to think of. Is Dido in it?
That I don't know. They had Elton John do it one time too, right?
Oh, that's right. Did Elton John and Eminem? Felt like them. No.
Very good friends. I thought.
Oh, I never knew that.
I thought.
Oh.
Thought they were close.
See, I'm Eminem.
Should look up what Eminem got him for his wedding present.
I'm Eminem's Slim Shady days.
Okay.
And before. So he used to use a lot of terms that would not be allowed today.
Yes, Elton John has talked about that.
Okay.
And said that,
just wanted to clarify.
Yes, Elton John has spoken about it. And, if you want to look up what Eminem got Elton John for his wedding present, I think you'd realize they're pretty close friends. He got him a ring of sorts, Joe, a ring.
I will let everybody know that in 1998, I was in my buddy Billy's basement. We heard this chicka hi, and we had a tape that we would to play and record at the same time, listening to WBCN, and that's how we recorded it on a tape, play and record at the same time, and that's how I had it. And then the Slim Shady album came out, and oh, baby, blueberry pie for real. Who doesn't like blueberry pie? I love blueberry muffins. You ever had a blueberry muffin?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I like little cinnamon crystals on top. Mm-hmm. Now, here's the deal with pie, for example. You ever had a Hostess cherry pie or a fruit pie or there's a lot of sugar in it. It's very
allergic to cherries, Joe.
Oh, man. Well,
can't do cherries.
This is blueberry pie, though.
In on blueberries.
So, I've had a blueberry pie from like a Hostess would be outstanding, a lot of sugar, but I feel like a blueberry pie would be good with just one slice of pie. So, like a whole pie, what goes on a blueberry pie? Do you put ice cream on or whipped cream? Like, how does that? I when I eat a blueberry pie, I eat it fast. So I don't know how you eat a blueberry pie. Like an apple pie, I want it heated with vanilla ice cream on top. Oh.
In.
Sometimes like a custard pie with a little bit of ice cream. Sometimes I like just a pie to dip whipped cream in. Like Cool Whip, though. Not the ones that you eat that are in your fridge when you know what's looking. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. In. Wait, what am I out on right now? Can we get any outs? Let's go.
All right, Joe, from food to the world of Disney adults. Joe, a new dating app called Single Riders is being created to help Disney adults find love. Joe Murray, are you in or out on Single Riders, the Disney adults finding love app?
Okay, now we're getting into some digging. I know Disney adults. I love them. They're great people. And what they do for fun is go to Disney. I go with my friends to wrestling events. Is there really a difference?
Yes.
What's the difference? Tell me.
Wrestling events are just what you said, Joe. They're an event, a singular thing that you're traveling to. A Disney adult, I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful, Joe, but you go to Disney, it's not changing, I don't even know if it's changing yearly. I would imagine it's pretty similar most times you're going, but to each their own, as you said, Joe. Who am I to criticize?
For one, there's too much walking at Disney, so I'm out.
Well, I think there's a lot of assistance to walking at Disney as well. Yes,
that's true. But if you're an adult and you love Disney, I'm in on the app.
Yeah, everyone deserves love, Joe. We're fans of love on this show.
But in general, I want nothing to do with your adult Disney trip. But you know what? If you sent me a photo, I'd like it. So I'm out. Out.
All right, Joe. We've done a lot of popcorn bucket talk on the night show before.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Joe, Freakier Friday has their own popcorn buckets coming out, Joe, but with a twist. They are two different popcorn buckets. One appears to have ice and a straw coming out of it. That is actually the popcorn bucket. And then the other one has a top that looks like popcorn with a straw coming through it. That's actually the soda. Very freaky, very Friday, Joe. Are you in or out on the Freaky Friday popcorn buckets?
This is in Slack?
Yes, I'll rethrow it in there so you don't have to scroll for it.
I need to...
Yeah, so a little, fake soda on the top, that's actually your popcorn. Fake popcorn on the top, that's actually your soda.
Good concept.
At least they're trying. I'll give them that.
It's a good concept. Would I buy it? Probably. Yeah, whatever. I'm in, sure. I mean, I'm not like in as like, I'm all in, baby. But like, I would buy it just to be a part of the crowd for the night. So that's cool though. I like this. Good concept, being creative, freaky. And I mean, hell, I bought the Taylor Swift popcorn thing when I went to the Era store.
All right, Joe, we're going to do a lot of movies and TV. People got their first look at Brendan Fraser in an upcoming movie called Rental Family. The film follows a struggling actor who is hired as the token American guy for a Japanese rental family company in Tokyo. Joe Murray, are you in or out on Rental Family with Brendan Fraser?
Well, I'm a huge fan of Brendan Fraser, going back to Encino Man and Airheads.
What about George of the Jungle?
George of the Jungle.
Classic.
Well. Didn't he just play a fat guy recently?
I think it was called The Whale. I'm not even trying to be, I think that's what the movie was called.
I know. A lot of fat shaming going on in the station of late.
A lot of fat athlete talk.
Yeah. Like the big dumper.
Yeah, Felger had a take on that one.
He's got a big dump.
They introduced him as Big Dumper. I was a little surprised by that.
Do you think, How? Why do they?
I don't know. It's
Hey, joining us right now at 98.5, this was Cal, the Big Dumper. Hey, Cal, why do they call you the Big Dumper?
Joe,
I think I got a big ass.
Yeah, he's dragging a wagon, Joe. I mean, that's not much more explaining than that.
What was your question again?
To be honest,
In or out or what?
Yeah, I don't even know. Freaky Friday, popcorn buckets,
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser rental family.
Yeah, I'm in. He's a pretty good. You know what? Pretty good actor for a radio station with a fake gun, water gun, and we're not leaving it until you play our song. They got their song played, and they went to jail and played for everybody in jail. And Adam Sandler was the drummer. Kevin Neal.
Haagen-Dazs has released what some are calling the ice cream of the summer. Joe, it is tiramisu, coffee, and mascarpone ice cream. Joe Murray.
I'm in on this.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Do you know what? So I'm not a espresso martini drinker. Okay, remember the girls that called in one night and said Wick Gross bought them drinks, and they were like,
Yes.
"What do you think he bought us?" And I said espresso martinis, and they were like, "Oh my god!" So I do like an espresso martini. Guys, you're not going to see me go to the bar and order an espresso martini. But if it's 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I'm tired and people want me to keep going, I'm probably going to drink one. But where did I go recently? But the reason why I'm bringing this up, my friends over at Atomic Coffee up in Danvers, they make a liqueur, but one of their big drinks is they do a tiramisu espresso martini. That has to be good. I want to try that. So this is a tiramisu ice cream?
Yeah, tiramisu, coffee, and mascarpone ice cream.
In. But the thing is, this is kind of like a, I'm not going to pull open my freezer and just take a scoop of this bad boy. This is a delicat. I want to enjoy this.
You're finishing
dessert.
the pine.
Yeah,
This is a finish the pine ice cream.
Yeah. In on this one. In.
All right, Joe, our friends over at McDonald's have launched an XXL shareable version of their fries called Fans Fries. Joe Murray, are you in or out?
I love how people think of me when they see things like this because this was sent to me. Fries?
Why not?
I don't want to share fries. I'm out. I don't want to share. Now, do I share popcorn? Yes. This great concept. I'm not sharing. Out.
All right, Joe, back to the movies. Ryan Gosling and Will Ferrell will star in a new comedy titled Tough Guys. The film follows two goons who are tired of being disposable and break free from the criminal underworld. Ooh. Joe Murray, are you in or out?
I'm in because if you break from the underworld, how do you go on your own when there's loyalties, right? And then you go against the boss, and now you're kind of dipping into their thing. Oh,
is Will Ferrell believable tough guy though?
I'm with unless it's on television, unless I'm flipping around. So I'm not out. I'm just not in. But I got to give an answer, so I'm out.
All right, Joe. We have another remake in the works, and I got to preface this one a little bit. My dad he's a movie guy, but he likes terrible action movies, Arnold and Sylvester.
Yes. He's a hero, gonna take pollution down to zero, gonna help him put asunder bad guys who pollute like loot and plunder. And then he goes, "You'll pay for this, Captain Planet." And then they had a nice little jingle. We're the Planeteers. You can be one too, 'cause saving our planet is the thing to do. Looting and polluting is not the way. Here's what Captain Planet has to say. And you know what he said? The power is yours.
So Joe Murray, hey, my dad just texted me and goes, "Your brother used to sing this song all the time." My older brother.
How could you not? It was all over television. I watched it on like TBS and Fox and wherever you could watch. Captain Planet was everywhere. You know why? Because it was good for the community. It taught me.
Yeah, it feels like we could use some Captain Planet.
They called it smog. And anything, people driving, they were just out on anything.
Well, Joe, it's a live action Captain Planet. Who is Joe Murray casting as Captain Planet? Got to be handsome. Kind of a mullet on Captain Planet.
Dude, do you know who? Do you ever in Ghostbusters when they were like, say your doom or whatever, and he thinks of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. It just, who just right in my brain first? Because you said he's got to be handsome. Jason Momoa. Like that's what. But you said handsome, and that's what I thought of in my brain.
Yeah, that's not. I feel like maybe I'm just thinking because he's like Aquaman that he would be like the water guy or something. But
we can't do that.
Yeah.
What about the Entourage guy?
Never seen it.
Grenier. No, we need a new. Well,
the only Entourage guy I know is the guy that's in Rush Hour.
What about Roman Reigns or like Seth Rollins?
You're gonna all right. I'm handsome guys. I don't know how good they are at acting, but
I don't. Well, they choreograph every.
Batista. We're gonna get Batista in there.
Ooh,
might be a little too old.
He could be Captain Loot and Plunder.
Loot and Plunder. There you go.
Still slaps that show. Oh my God, that song hits hard. Anything else tonight?
That is gonna wrap up.
This was an extended version.
An extended version Thursday night. It's been a while.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining. Mike Cadlick has checked in. I haven't talked to Mike in a bit. Out on sharing fries, he says, I'll eat the whole shareable myself. Fries is probably the one thing I don't finish. Now, like a bag of chips, I'm drinking that bad boy at the end. What else don't I finish? Sometimes I don't finish all my ice cream. I love cake, though. That's going down. Oh. Real quick take here. Damian Lillard going to Portland or going back to Portland is a loser move, in my opinion. You're at the end of your career. You just got bought out. You could go and play for a team that is competing for a championship. Instead, he goes to a logjam that is Portland with Scoot Henderson and Sharp and now Drew Holiday. What are you doing? The Lakers was interesting to me for him. Miami, you want to be the star, bro? Miami has been asking about Damian Lillard for 15 years. I don't even know if he's been in the league for 15 years. But how is Miami not in on this guy? If I'm a Heat fan, that's what. Where's who are the guys that call us and prank us? What are their names? Lebitard and who else? Ryan there?
Yeah, Lebitard would never call us. It would be his producer.
Yeah. Lebitard's too big now.
Too big.
He called Shane Gillis out last night for the ESPYs. Did you see that?
What a shock. Comedian makes jokes. People get upset.
Oh, I know. Yeah, and like he's doing it on. He's a needle pusher. He wants to line Jim.
I don't even really think he is. I just think that people are just looking for anything.
I hung out with Shane Gillis when he got fired from Saturday Night Live. He was in studio for a bit. He was cool as hell. I liked him. And now he's what? Really big? I did watch. Is it Tires?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't love the first season. I thought it was okay. The second season I thought was pretty good.
It got better.
Yeah.
And sometimes pilots can be a little, Anyways, Lillard going to Portland. Oh, go back to Portland because you were good. Dame time. Play for a winner. And I'm only saying Miami because he'd still be the man there.
So I'm with you, but would he be the man in Miami? He'd be 36.
Okay, I'm just upset that Miami wasn't in. I guess that's where. But no, Clippers are making moves. Lakers are making moves. Like, could he fit with the Denver? I'm bringing up teams. And listen, I'm not making this a Celtics thing because the only reason why he should have went to the Celtics was because of the money. That's it.
Well, that's why he went to Portland.
He got the money.
He got the money, and he may never be. Who knows what he's going to look like a year from now?
Loser move. I know anybody making what $40 million, whatever he got, is a loser move. Loser. You're Dame Lillard. No one's going to remember you if you don't win a championship. I'm sorry. I know that some guys.
I think the people of Portland will remember him. I think he's a Trailblazers legend. I think he's from out there. His family's there. Look. Do I think it's a loser move? Sure, but at the same time, like. At this point in his career, to lock up another $40 million or whatever it was, I'm not going to fault a guy for doing that. He's never going to be the same.
I'm sure his agent and him are having a Smith & Walensky right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Or what's big in Portland? Where's Carrie Ann? Isn't she from out there?
Yeah, Seattle, yeah. Close enough.
But like, go somewhere you can win and compete. You know, the Pacers would have been interesting. I know he's not going to play this year, and neither is Halliburton, but like...
He can't run with that team.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll give you that. Clippers. That's why
they got every other old, washed-up guy. Might as well add him, too. Bradley Beal's over there.
Did you see Paul George decided to have surgery this week?
Yeah, well, good timing, Paul.
What the hell was he thinking?
What was he waiting for?
I got to be honest with you. I used to love Paul George before he broke his leg. Was his leg or his knee? Whatever it was.
Yeah. It was it the Olympics?
Yeah. I loved Paul George. When the Celtics were in on him, I was in. Can you think of a bigger loser? Like I'm calling
Chris Paul.
Do you know what though? Paul at least was a better than George. He was a better player than George.
But shouldn't that make you more of a loser if you never won and you're a better player?
Okay. I think I'm using the word loser as like loser.
That's how I think of Chris Paul. Choking away series leads, blaming it on everybody else, fighting with the refs.
Farm?
Yeah, him and Jake from State Farm hanging out.
Oh, Paul and George, Chris Paul and Paul George, losers.
I would co-sign that.
wicked losers. I don't know. I didn't like the move. And it's got nothing to do with the Celtics, by the way. Man, Kenny Lofton Jr.'s a big boy. I'm rooting for him. Number 50, the 5-0. Oh, yeah.
That's a great big guy number. Anytime you get a 0 in there on like a 60, a 50, that's a big guy number.
My recreational numbers were always 00. Any football league or softball league I played in or anything was always a 00. Ugo, just watching a little Ugo. Looks like a point guard. I didn't think he was. Man, Kenny Lofton's running the floor, babe. You got to see. And I remember him. Where did he play? College. North Carolina? Why am I thinking North Carolina?
I'm thinking like white and blue too, like the colors, but I don't think it wasn't UNC.
And I see Isaiah Wong on there too. Those are guys that were in the league. I mean, he played at Louisiana Tech. No. Whatever. Well, we'll take a quick break here. We'll get the headline here. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, Celtics Summer League right now underway. Boston leads 27-26 over the Lakers. How about that? Celtics Lakers in the summer. Eating some hot fries during the break. Woo! Baby. Spicy. I was thinking about this during the breaks, guys. I saw the Bruins schedule. They open up against Washington. Then their home opener is against Chicago on the 9th.
The next night, right? They play the 8th
so
and the 9th.
back, which again,
hate that.
We will be here, hopefully. And then October 21st, Tuesday, Brad Marchand's return. He better get a standing ovation.
Yeah, I can't believe this was even a discussion. What was it, NHL Network or something like that?
We don't even need to play it. Because and you know what? It's the off season.
He's getting a standing ovation.
Like, not even a... Why would you boo him? Why? What did he do? He wasn't a great captain, but we're not going to remember that in the long run. Right? We're not going to really... Like, for real, we're going to hold... Oh.
I don't know, Joe. The hockey hardos are a different breed, but I can't imagine even the hardest of hockey hardos would have a problem with Brad Marchand, but who knows?
Jay Buck on our chat. Hot fries and hot takes with Joe Murray. And you know what else I was thinking about? I saw that they're going to play the day after Thanksgiving at 1 o'clock. Maybe it's the old double dip at the Garden.
The Celtics play that night.
Maybe we should get tickets.
Oh, a little double dip.
I don't know if you leave town or whatnot.
Who knows?
No,
that's too far away from me to plan.
I know.
I can't be planning
Thanksgiving? Is summer over?
Not yet, but
Is summer over for us?
Yeah, I would say so.
Next week I have tomorrow I'm Felger and Maz. Then Monday, Tuesday it's Joe and Zoe.
Joe and Zoe. Good football talk there. Start a camp.
And Perillo.
Oh, there you go. That's all football all the time.
So I think I'm hosting. I don't know the arrangement. I think I am. But I just thought about hanging out and just whatever Tom Morgan puts on the sheet, I'll be like, the Patriots think this, guys. What do you think? And I'll just kind of, just put my foot back, just kind of hang out. Maybe I'll eat some hot fries.
You get some Milliken, too. Maybe a trade happens or something next week.
Would love that.
Love it.
We call it the Milliminute. I'm trying to get Milliken to the card show that I'm doing at Polar Park next week.
That's a hike for Milliken.
Yeah, but you know how many fans would come out to see him, though?
Oh.
Section 10 podcast.
He's a star.
Yeah. Someone just said, Joe, no way. Somebody wants to talk about the Felger discussion from the other day. I don't know. That's been covered.
Not much of a discussion from Mike in that one, I would say. He said his butt cheeks wedged between a fence for 4 hours, sitting in between takes. But what else is new? To each their own, Joe. He has a take on everything and nothing. That's what are you gonna do?
Oh, you heard that?
Well, yeah. I mean, I thought it was tremendous. I'll say that. He was delegating to the highest order and offering nothing of his own, I thought. But, yeah, he was looking for a take from anyone but himself. It was tremendous radio.
Thank you.
Please give a take, Joe, so I don't have to. Please tell the audience something, because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to have an original thought that gets me in trouble. That would be terrible.
Well,
when I think NBA, I think Mike Felger. Getting inside the brain of NBA players. He should be the leader, the foremost leader of that discussion.
Anything else, guys?
No, just calling it how I see it.
All right, well, we got the musings, Murray's musings, coming up next, and you don't want to miss it.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray.
You want a random take? Murray's got all sorts on stuff in the world unrelated to sports. So sit back, relax, and get your mind in the game and listen to the words of a...
All happened, Ice Cube. We met. Unfortunately, our good friend did not join us.
I don't even think we were together at all that week, maybe.
I know.
Maybe one night.
It's probably why we weren't asked to have him.
Well,
Friend of the show still, though.
Yeah, of course. Two-time guest. Two-time.
You ever see Friday?
Of course.
What about part 2?
I think I've seen it, like, bits and pieces. I don't know if I ever, sat down and watched it.
I need a 3.
I bet you that's coming.
Well, Devo's dead.
Well,
Devo! You got knocked! Oh, wow. Smokey Ayente! You can't use any line in that movie.
I'm in on anything Chris Tucker. Anything.
He you know what? Do you ever see Dead Presidents?
Yes.
He was a drug addict in the movie, but he was awesome.
He's great in the Fifth Element. He's great.
Great in that, and then all the Jackie Chan.
Rush Hour.
Is he coming? Did I see something about him doing something recently? Or he's Jackie Chan's doing... Well, I saw something about Jackie Chan recently. Man, you know what though? With AI these days, I don't know what to believe. Well, anyways,
Joe, I'm seeing that a new Friday movie with Ice Cube may be in the works.
Boom, 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 bang, bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. So, Skaz, the Open tournament's happening, right? Open Championship?
Yes, the Open Championship. Windy over there, Joe.
So, have you ever done yoga before?
I mean, not real yoga, but like my girlfriend's tried to make me like do, yoga
Like
in the
yoga
morning or something. Yeah.
I have never done yoga, and I'm not, that doesn't mean, like, for example, I'll get a pedicure, but I'm not doing yoga because I'm not really like, these days I'm not really a stretcher. I mean, congrats to everybody who yogas, but my whole where I'm going with the yoga is this. I was told that yoga is more prone to hearing farts than any other activity. Is that true?
I mean, loose limbs, Joe. I can see it.
I'm like being for real though. Like, yeah. I know it's cheeky.
I think a lot of those rooms are hot too. Warmer climate loosens some things up. I can see it happening.
Yeah. So again, I'm not a yoga guy, but I'm sure you hear a lot of rips. And what do? Do you laugh? Do you just? It's a common. What happens? I am.
I think
curious.
it depends on the situation, Joe. I think it depends on.
What if it's like, now move back? Oh no!
Yeah.
Because would you be embarrassed to go back after you've passed gas? See, I own it. Like, laugh at yourself and move on, right?
You got to. I think you got to own it in that situation.
And then when someone says, "All right, now move forward," oh boy, hope nothing comes up. Like you own it, right?
A lot of moving around.
You're a golfer, right?
Played some golf, yeah.
Playing the warm days,
of course, all weather.
Has anyone never slipped out a little past gas?
I would say if I were to hear a fart on the golf course, it's usually a timed fart, Joe, when someone is about to swing. You got the funny guy trying to be funny in the group. Might rip one in your backswing or something, try and throw you off. I'm sure that's happened.
I played offensive line when I played football.
Oh, those trenches, Joe.
They sneak out of you. They're like because think about it, right? You're crouching.
A lot of bending.
Yeah, but it's more of the abdominal area is being, pressed upon.
There's some pressure.
Like I played center and it stinks because it stinks.
It stinks.
But sometimes every once in a while, a little bend here or there, it just happens, right? I mean, I've done sprints before with, right? It happens. I'm not even like making a joke of it. It really does happen.
I think the only place you might hear more farts than a yoga studio might be like an elderly folks' home.
Yeah.
Because they're just sneaking out.
Now, I will tell you this. If you go to a men's bathroom at a urinal and you're just like the bathroom we have here.
Yeah.
People go right up to that urinal, man, and they don't care who's there. They let them rip.
You're saying we work with animals, Joe.
No, I'm saying that somebody might be at the urinal and I'm walking in, and let's say the first thing I do is like put my bag down to go to wash my hands, and I see someone there and I hear, and I'm like, well.
The bathroom's a safe space, though, for farts,
is
right?
It, though?
I think it almost has to be, Joe. If we can't allow farts in the bathroom, where can we allow them?
Where do we allow farts?
Where are you allowed to fart?
Where are farts allowed?
I would say the bathroom for sure. That's a fart safe zone there. Outside, I think for the most part is pretty safe.
Okay. So while we're on this, is the golf course a safe space for a fart?
Well, Joe, see what the broadcaster's saying.
All right, well, here we go. Let's hear it.
This is a great view of it here because so far above the green, downwind you can get onto this green, but Scheffler. What are you laughing about? There's so much to say about that shot. The sound off the club face. Oh, it's extraordinary.
Let's stick to the golf. Just a little bit of wind from behind. Just help to ease down the green.
The announcers just couldn't even help themselves. Barely got through the call.
Now that was real. That was a push.
That's forced.
That was a forced smelly.
You're almost popping a blood vessel there, I think.
Yeah. You know what that is? You feel a little tightness, right? And if you just released it, you'd feel better, right? That happens sometimes. You know what's funny? Have you ever caught somebody on a Ring camera, like a mailman or somebody like that, just let one rip without knowing?
I've seen like videos of it. I've never caught someone myself. I do have one of those, but I yet to catch a fart. I like that the guy like incorporates it into the call when they get the replay too.
Real quick, can you just play it in its entirety one more time?
You want the whole clip?
The whole thing. I want a person, play-by-play, golf shot, fart, reaction, and laugh.
This is a great view of it here because so far above the green, downwind you can get onto this green, but Scheffler. What are you laughing about? There's so much to say about that shot. The sound off the club face. Oh, it's extraordinary.
Let's stick to the golf. Just a little bit of wind from behind. Just help to ease down the green.
Just a little wind from behind.
Just help to ease down the green.
That's a no-doubter. That's not, you're not saying that was my shoes, windshield wipers, whatever excuse you want to use. That's a fart.
You know it's funny when I get the cramp after laughing. Oh, I got the cramp right here. You know that one when you played basketball and, That's not a sneak attack.
Oh, no. That was almost planned, it feels like.
Those microphones, huh?
Sensitive mics out there.
I told you I watch a lot of back cracking. And I've yet to see someone get pulled and rip one. So I might search that later on tonight for next week. So is that acceptable?
To that degree, might have a small issue with it, but you're outside, windy day. Shouldn't linger too long, Joe. I think it's acceptable.
Can we count how long it was? Let's go. Ready? That's a full 2-second fart.
That's That's a 2.
Because, like, if we stopwatch some farts, right? They usually there's fart knockers.
You're lifting your leg for that fart.
Yeah,
that's a leg lifter.
But was this a stroke lifter? Ripper. I don't ever remember ripping one on the golf course. I got to be honest with you. Now, like, even if I played football, it wouldn't sound like that. Ooh, baseball? Have I ever swung and ripped one?
You think a catcher's like crop dusting the ump or what? After a bad call, Angel Hernandez misses another one.
Can I be honest with you?
Cal Raleigh, watch out.
I'd be afraid to try to even attempt one baseball with those white pants or gray pants. Like, that's the last thing you need is the big dumper with a stain on his... I have almost sworn 5 times tonight. It's because I haven't been on, right?
Feels good to be back, Joe.
It's because I haven't been here at night. Oh, I got a cramp so bad.
What do you think that gentleman had for breakfast, Joe?
That would be deviled eggs.
There's some beans involved there.
Oh!
You know, I feel like over in Scotland there, across the pond.
You ever notice when someone says it smells, they always say rotten eggs?
Yeah, sulfur and rotten eggs.
Yeah. Sometimes it could be any egg. I like scrambled eggs. Sometimes I know I ate eggs.
I should say Northern Ireland too, technically. But yeah, that's little beans with breakfast out there.
Okay. Can I just one more time, please? I would like the whole thing, please. The entire exchange one more time on a golf course, reaction and everything.
And this is a great view of it here because
great view.
So far above the green, downwind you can get onto this green, but Scheffler. What are you laughing about? There's so much to say about that shot. The sound off the club face. Oh, it's extraordinary.
Let's stick to the golf. Just a little bit of wind from behind. Just help to ease down the green.
So is that a double fart?
What a shot from Scheffler. And off the back of his tee shot in the 16th.
Re-listening to it, was that a double fart?
They're rewatching the shot, and because it's the same thing, you're getting the same fart.
Same
again.
fart, double usage, replayed.
Just help to ease down the green.
Oh, that's how I know it's funny when I have a cramp. Anyways, birthdays today. Who we got? We have, let's start it off with David Hasselhoff. The Hoff is 73, dude. He looks good.
We were playing a lot of the Hoff last year. A lot of Baywatch. A lot of Maywatch.
Do we have that in the system still?
What? Just the song? Or?
Yeah, the Maywatch. Oh yeah, it was just the song. I don't know. I thought we had production for it.
I mean, maybe we may have done some I'll take a look. But yeah, a lot of Maywatch last year.
Luke Bryan, 49 years old. Summer Beachel, 37. Billy Lord is 33 years old. Vern Lundquist,
legend.
He was in Happy Gilmore, 85 years old. And he goes, and the story today is one Happy Gilmore at the top of the leaderboard.
He refrains himself.
Who else do we have for a birthday today?
Brian Trottier.
Oh, Brian Trottier. Connor Bedard's 20. Does that mean he's old now?
It would have been Donald Sutherland's birthday today.
I loved him. But our buddy J-Bo interviewed Kiefer Sutherland recently over on, was that 105.7? What else we have here? It's really it, man. Not a lot of birthdays today. Sarah Jones, 42.
Phyllis Diller, I'm seeing.
Oh, wow.
Yop Stam. Yeah, Joe, not a great birthday day.
All right. Well, let's get to the headline here. The final hour of the show here. A little bit of downwind as we take you up until 11 o'clock here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
From the Telfair Type Studios, WBC FM and HD1. It's not just the games. It's Toucher and Hardy, Zolak and Bertrand, Felger and Mad. Boston sports fan, it's 98.5, the Sports Hub. Paisley Media Group Station.
Essential Sports Hub headline presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Celtics Lakers Summer League. Green lead 41-39 third quarter. Damian Lillard signing with the Blazers today. He got some money. $43 million to be exact. Sam Cassell is there. I'm watching right now. What else? TJ Watt got paid too. 3 years, $143 million. So that's good for him. And at the Open Championship, Scotty Scheffler, one stroke back of the lead. Red Sox getting action tomorrow in Chicago versus the Cubs. 2 o'clock. Headlines, they are brought to you by Premier Basement Waterproofing. Now's the time for crawl space encapsulation. Don't forget to ask about the Santa Fe dehumidifier to keep humidity out this summer. 844-LIVE-DRY, premierbasement.net. It's game over for water. I'm Joe Murray.
No matter where you go, you're always connected to Boston sports with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app. Download it wherever you get your...
Man, that video score guy at Gillette, man, huh? Do you think he's applauded today, or do you think that he is being scolded?
I mean, he didn't. If he's being scolded, then shame on them. He did nothing wrong. He's doing his job. He's looking for happy couples in love, Joe. How's he supposed to know the backstory? He's doing his job. Can't fault him. You know, just another cheating scandal over at Gillette, Joe.
The second time you said it, it hit. The first time I was like, hey, not bad on that one. The second time. And I did mention that, you know, Coldplay hasn't had singles in a long time. And, well, might have had a couple last night.
Can't be doing that.
Well,
can't be doing that.
I'm curious, if you're the CEO, right? Does that mean you're not the owner, right? Or are you?
No. I would imagine not, but I'm sure maybe in some cases, but I would imagine.
Well, I will say this. I've worked for a few tech companies. Some places that you did work, you can't date people that you work with.
I would say most places it's heavily recommended.
Now, some places you have to let them know, and then they'll probably separate you as far as
Jim and Pam had to fill out the paperwork, right?
That's right. That is right. Now, doing it on the DL, I don't think that's going to go over well.
Has it ever? Has it ever gone over well?
No.
You're an Arrested Development guy, right, Joe? You watched that show?
Oh, I've watched it.
And Tobias and Portia de Rossi they're talking about how I'm people do, it just goes wrong for them. And they're like, but what if it works for us? But what if it works out for us?
I have this is just, I'm spitballing. I know nothing. Could there be a lawsuit here?
You're in a stadium. No,
it's kind of like if you're there, your consent and
yes,
open.
absolutely.
So I just am spitballing.
Yeah,
but
what's the lawsuit? I cheated on my wife and you caught me.
Defamation of
allegedly. And I want to say, preface it all with allegedly.
Maybe they were just really enjoying the song together. When you've seen Kiss Cam before, right?
Of course.
That was not.
That was Sway Cam.
That was Sway.
Tender Love and Care Cam right there.
Oh boy. Yes, people in our chat are saying you can't date. Oh, Prince Humperdinck was on hold. I'm sorry. If he calls back, I'll take him. Probably hurt the shareholders. What do you think on that one? See, that's what I mean by...
But Joe, had you ever heard of the company before?
Never. How would I even know? You see two people. How do you know who that is?
The
box?
The internet is undefeated.
Of course.
The internet is the best detectives we got, maybe, out on the internet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's gotta be that's a sobering morning, I would imagine. That's a tough one to wake up to.
Well, Patriots start soon. That's all I can say. Patriots season will start soon enough. Well, all right. We got an hour. Well, we got about 45 minutes to go here, Skaz. So why don't we take a quick break? We'll recap everything from the night. You can certainly call in as we're here until 11 o'clock, 617-779-0985. We have a crew in YouTube tonight. Like we're here, we're back, and the people are with us. The people are with us. And we are here with you as well. And again, the phone number, 617-779-0985. We got Celtic Summer League on right now. We got some Patriots stuff as well. We'll recap the Red Sox as they begin their second half tomorrow night as well. Is Street Team Joe on the line? Street Team Joe, what's up?
Hey, Joe, I have a quick in or out for you, if you don't mind.
Please.
Are you in or out on celebrating half birthdays?
Good one, Joe. That's a good one. The only half I've ever celebrated, I used to celebrate halfway to St. Patrick's Day at Doyle's in Jamaica Plain.
What? That's a thing? People celebrate?
Halfway to St. Patrick's Day is a real thing.
Holy wow, I didn't know that.
I think that's the only.
That's good to know.
That's the only thing I've celebrated, but I've never been like, I'm 43 and a half today. What happened? Where's this coming from?
We celebrated one of my friends' birthdays today, and I was just like, and that's the only time I see him is just like we see each other on our birthdays every year. But I'm like, we should maybe throw in like seeing each other on our half birthdays. See if we can turn that into a celebration.
So you thought of this?
I thought of this. I was just like, it's an excuse to see the homies more. You know, it's just
there's always a good excuse to meet the homies.
Yeah. I just like you don't see them enough now. You know, especially when you get older. So I was a little sentimental today. So I was like, I think we should make celebrating half birthdays a normal thing.
Gaz, what do you think?
So, I haven't celebrated a half birthday in 20-something years, but as a kid who was born on Festivus, I was born on December 23rd, a lot of the time, all my friends would be gone. It's Christmas time, it's, winter vacation, Christmas break. No one's around, so sometimes it could be tough to schedule a birthday party around then. So, yeah, when I was like, I don't know, maybe between like 7 and 10, 7 and 12 in that ballpark, I think I had a couple half birthdays like July 23rd, June 23rd, whatever it is. I'm not good at math. Where we would, I'd have like a pool party at the house or something because that was a good way to get everyone's around. So I think in cases like that, sure, I'm for it. But no, half birthdays, get out of here with that. Yeah.
Mine's next month, guys, September 13th. If you want to have
your half birthday is next month.
Next month.
Oh, I'm in. We'll get Market Basket steak and cheese.
I tried one the other night. Oh, we have a video. We got to post that. Real quick.
I do have that video still, yeah.
All right, cool. So AI gave me an overview, Joe. Half birthdays are often celebrated as fun, less formal way to acknowledge a person's birthday, especially when the actual birthday falls on a busy holiday or during a time when a traditional celebration is difficult, like Skaz, because his birthday is Festivus. It's very popular for babies reaching 6-month mark.
Okay. It feels like a younger kid thing, but I think I'm going to try to normalize it with my friend group.
Make half birthdays great again?
Yeah, make half birthdays great again. That will be Street Team Joe's new slogan.
STJ half birthday.
Yeah.
All right, Joe.
All right, Joe. Be good, my guy.
When do we see you again?
Oh, I'll be in tomorrow.
Oh, really?
But I know
I'm not.
Yeah, I'll be in tomorrow. After my Street Team event ends at 7, and I'm coming in after.
We'll be Alex Barth and George Belichick tomorrow.
We got a crew tomorrow night.
Yes,
all right,
sir.
Joe.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling.
All right.
We'll catch up. Buddy.
Yes, guys, I didn't do as well without you there. I had some brain farts producing, or assistant producing. I needed my leader there.
He did all right.
One day at a time,
take
Joe.
care, guys.
Later. Who's a big half birthday guy? I think I don't want to, but Kevin Majori, I think, has a. I don't know if he celebrates them, but he's very aware of half birthdays. So he just randomly mentioned it to me once, and I was like, I don't even know when my half birthday is. It's not something I ever think of.
Did I tell you I met Mr. Majori?
No, but I have to imagine great guy.
It was like this, because I can tell it's his dad.
Oh, yeah.
But his dad's a little bit more like...
He's a listener, Joe. I've heard he's a big fan of The Night Show.
He's a big fan. His dad kind of looks like Jim Louth.
Okay.
Like that type.
He's bald, is what you're saying. He's a bald gentleman, is what you're trying to say.
Rick's also bald, too.
A couple bald guys here, yeah.
But I would say it's more of the Jim than the Rick.
There's a bald guy almost on every show, I would say. But no, middays, no, mornings.
Well, what about if you get hair restoration? Is that considered being bald?
I don't know. You're fighting back.
The morning show's in on that.
Yeah.
What about Beetle? He's got shaved head.
Yep. I don't know. He's not bald, but
no,
yeah.
He's not bald. What about Jim?
You're bald, Joe. Do you consider yourself bald? Yeah.
I'm bald.
Well, you shave it, but you're bald.
I have not. I told you I shaved my head my junior year of high school. I got captain of the football team. I was the man. I shaved my head, dude. It never grew back. But I also was shaving in 5th and 6th grade, so just kind of went with it, and then went without it. Who's your favorite bald guy?
Good question, Joe. Good question.
I like Stanley Tucci.
Is Malkovich bald? Or has he got the toilet bowl on the sides? Favorite bald guy? That's a good one. I'll have to
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Go into a Rolodex here. I feel like there's a lot of bald wrestlers. A lot of bald wrestlers.
Yeah, Goldberg just retired.
Yeah, The Rock's bald.
Oh, by the way, Goldberg had his last match and he couldn't make it. And
he got hurt, right? He blew out his knee.
He got hurt, and then they cut him short because the match went too long because he couldn't fight.
I heard he was not happy about it.
And now he's pissed because they cut him short. But, bro, you can't wrestle. You can't.
Samuel L. might be my favorite bald guy.
Ooh, and he's a new bald. He wasn't an old bald.
Is Jordan bald? You consider he's
Michael
bald,
Jordan
right?
is bald.
Bald. Always
he's a
bald.
Great bald guy.
I'm trying to think of other Ed Harris, good bald guy.
But do you consider him a bald guy?
Yeah. Dave Chappelle?
Yes.
Bald, yeah.
Absolutely.
I might go Samuel L. Chappelle. They're up there. Is Larry David bald?
Larry David's a baldy.
Even though he's got the wings
matter.
on the side.
If you got it on the side, you're bald. Favorite bald guy. What the hell? How does this happen?
You brought this one up, Joe. Bruce Willis?
Oh, he's a good baldy.
Who's your least favorite bald guy?
Least favorite.
Street Team Joe checking in. Kevin Garnett, great bald guy.
Thanks, Joe. Least favorite bald guy, huh?
From GQ, we have the 100 most powerful bald men in the world.
Give it to me.
I'm at 96 right now. We gotta keep number 94, Kevin Youkilis.
Out.
Let's see. Let me see if I can get to single digits here. Number 1, Michael Jordan.
Yep.
Number 2, the Dalai Lama. Number 3, Bruce Willis.
Mm-hmm.
Bryan Cranston at number 4.
I almost mentioned Walter White.
He's got hair though. Doesn't he?
Yeah, I think it's more of an actor thing, right? He did it for the role.
Samuel L. Chappelle. Louis. Shaq.
Who don't I like? That's bald. Are all bald guys likable?
No, certainly not. Can't be. Barkley.
Oh, Barkley's a baldy.
No, Bezos, out on that guy. Yeah,
that's true.
Bad bald guy. Putin, no thanks.
Oh yeah, I would say yeah.
Sean Connery bald? Consider him a bald guy?
I don't. No.
Kobe bald?
Sure.
Vin Diesel out.
Oh, Vin Diesel's a sucky bald guy.
In on that take. Pitbull?
Pitbull? Because he's so mainstream, people just hate him because of that. You know what? Pitbull's on the list. Fine.
The Blue Man Group, Joe. In or out?
You know what? I'm kind of in on them, even though I've really never seen them. But when I was in Vegas, I saw them everywhere.
I think we took an 8th grade field trip to see the Blue Man Group. That was our end of year.
Too. We used to go to see the Wizard of Oz play. And there was always a thing for, man. Oh, man. Well, maybe we'll take calls on it. Why not? We'll go to break. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports.
You're listening to Joe. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening to.
All right, I have a list. Jay Stu checking in. Thank you for listening. By the way, Jay Stu worked the night show a couple of weeks back. Crushed it.
Loved it. Yes, Jay Stu did text me and say The Rock is his least favorite bald guy. In on that.
He's not really doing well for wrestling right now. While we're at it, how about Hulk Hogan? In. How about Debo from Friday? Lord Voldemort. Lex Luthor. I have two that I can't believe I didn't even think of. One is Dr. Evil. You know who the other is? This one might be the one, Skaz. Montgomery Burns. Smithers. He's an evil bald guy. Yes. Anyway, that's all I got. Let's go to the phones. Sean's in Dedham. Sean.
Hey, how's it going? Have you read Foreman from That 70s Show? I know he's not completely bald, but he's got that side hair thing. But you know,
no, Red is a bald guy, no doubt about it.
Now they have your attention. Can I go a little bit of a rant here?
Mm-hmm.
What's your experience about concerts and what allowing with the whole drinking scenario?
I'm sorry, say that again?
So with concerts, I went to a concert Old Dominion, Maine recently, and I went there, bought the shirt, bought the hat, bought the sweatshirt, all that kind of stuff. However, I snuck 2 nips in my back of my pocket, and they saw that, and they saw me having the 2 nips. Again, you cannot judge me on the demeanor, but my demeanor, I think, was okay. However, them having my 2 nips in the pocket was enough for them to say,
Sean,
you're out.
Sean, you gotta be more proactive about that.
One of those things you gotta be, an adult.
Yeah, I always jocked it. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I was more of a sock guy, but I know what you're
were
saying.
A sock
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
I was a jock guy. You got to be creative. You're sneaking joints in. It's got to go in your joints. Got to go in your sock.
Yeah, that's.
You know. Was that his question? How do I go about sneaking in booze?
I think he started with Red Foreman and then worked it into Joe. Here's how I broke the rules. Could you please help me?
Proactive, baby. Nips, right in the jock, right in there. Prince Humperdinck is on the line. Hey, man.
Hi, Joe. Hi, Skaz.
Hi.
I was gonna call about I forgot what. Because I started laughing because you were talking about farts forever. And now this guy's talking about if you can't sneak something in your jock, your sock, or your ass crack, like, that's first day stuff. You got to know how to do that. And there's about 18 things else I wanted to say, but I lost my paper that I was writing everything down on because you guys go all over the place.
Is that okay?
No, it's great. That's one of the things. Like, you're back, and shout out the chat. I always forget to do that. I see you guys, especially you, Carrie Ann. Sorry about that. Nothing. I just wanted to say hi, Joe.
What have you snuck in your butt crack before?
Nips, like 99 pineapple.
Yeah, but you're gonna drink a nip after it's been in your butt.
Yeah, as long as the seal hasn't cracked.
I'm not doing that.
Why? Your butt? Not someone else's butt.
Well, I'm not. I don't want to taste my butt.
That's a drop.
So
no,
you like to taste your butt?
No, but you like to taste your jock? You stuck stuff in your jock, yeah?
Yeah, but at least it's in my underwear.
Right.
It's not in my
And where is
crack.
my butt crack? In my underwear. Just say I'm right, Joe.
You want me to tell you you're right?
No, you don't have to.
No,
to each their own.
No, yeah, I have never stuck
I'm not trying to put stuff in my butt and drink it. I'm saying if you got to do something to get it in, you do it.
Okay.
A tremendous amount of drops from this segment.
Sarko, help us. Help us.
Okay. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Oh, my God.
We gotta dump it. Did you dump it? I'm sorry, Sarko. We love you. We just can't swear. Oh. I don't want to taste my butt.
Right.
It's not in my
And where's
crack.
my butt crack? In my underwear.
I'm laughing because of what Sarko died dumb for. I don't want to taste my butt. I miss working this show. All right. Yes, I have never stuck anything in my butt crack. I have never stuck anything up there or in there.
I'm not trying to put stuff in my butt and drink it. I'm saying if you got to do something to get it in, you do it.
Oh my God. I don't think I'm going to make it. All right, guys. So in this situation, I'm giving you a take. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question, but I'm going to give the take. Okay, I have never stuck anything in my butt. Anything besides toilet paper. Now, I have seen Pulp Fiction before. So I'm asking you, have you ever done it?
Joe, I can confidently say no.
All right.
I have not. Is my interest peaked after tonight? I would say still no.
Me too.
I have not been convinced.
Me too.
I am happy to learn, though, that...
Right.
It's not in my
And where's
crack.
my butt crack? In my underwear.
Oh, my God. Ty is in Boston. Ty.
How you doing tonight?
I'm dying laughing.
So, I wanted to say Bam Bam Bigelow for the ball head guy.
Oh, yeah, great tattoos.
And sneaking things in. So I went to the Wu-Tang concert the other night, and I snuck in 2 water bottles full of wine and one of those little cranberry juices you get for like $1 Ocean Spray. I had 3 bottles. You got to tighten your belt up, make sure your pants don't get way down. And I had them both in my back pocket and one in my front pocket, and my shirt was long enough that it covered it. And I was drinking in the concert the whole time. I do that everywhere.
Ty, I learned that. I learned that in my. Where are you from?
Boston.
I grew up in Hyde Park. That's what we did.
Yep. There you go. Simple. And to hold the weed, just put it in your shirt pocket. It's that simple.
So I don't. The weed was always sock for me.
Yeah.
And then the women always put it in their bra.
Yeah, exactly. If you have a girl, and that's another way. Girls usually don't get searched. You let them hold it.
Yeah, that's how we did the same thing in my area. We used to tighten it real tight right around it's kind of like your waistline.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. All of that other stuff, unless you're going to jail.
I don't know why. It made me like hysterically laugh. I'm sorry if everybody thinks I'm immature. I blame the farts. What do you think?
Joe. I've just been cutting drops back here for the last couple minutes.
Oh God. Sarko, sorry, bro. I couldn't stop laughing. Showing love. Thanks, buddy. We only dumped you because we gotta. When you swear, we gotta. I gotta break. Go to break.
Sports Hub headlines presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
The big dumper. The Celtics lead 71-59 right now. It's Summer League. Red Sox get back in order tomorrow. core's job's in jeopardy. They need to make a move. Stephon Diggs, is he going to be ready for week 1? And I just wanted to mention that if Al Horford leaves the Celtics for, like, Atlanta, like, losers. By the way, I didn't even get to this. There's going to be a big tax bill coming to the Celtics. Big tax bill. Maybe we'll get into that sometime next week. Guys, I don't know if you remember this, but when I was doing mornings, I watched that Netflix documentary of the poop cruise. Did you hear about this?
Yes.
So when they were on the cruise, they couldn't use the toilets anymore. So they asked everyone to poop in a bag. And for me, that would be difficult. I don't know how to poop in a bag.
Does anyone know how to poop in a bag?
Well, someone gave me a tip. So it was poop. So my answer is I'd rather just crap my pants because I don't know how to poop unless I'm on a toilet or in my pants. Those are the only two ways I know how. So, like, asking me to poop in a bag, it just doesn't really translate with me. Like when a dog poops, he poops and then you pick it up with a bag. Someone mentioned that if I put the bag in the toilet and then sat on the toilet, that's probably the way to go. But I'm not afraid to poop my pants.
There's another drop.
But I am afraid to eat or, like, imbibe anything that's been touched there. Like a mud pie. Right? You can taste a mud pie. You're not going near it, are you?
I don't know if I can relate to that one, Joe.
Well, no, but you've seen I Think You Should Leave, right?
Oh, yeah.
Went to the bathroom. They could taste it. Like, I'm out. I don't want any part of a mud pie nip, okay? All right, we'll end the night on that. We'll end the night on that. That all started from some guy saying Red Foreman's a great bald guy, and then said, Joe, what's the best way to sneak booze into a concert? And then Prince Humperdinck called and said he puts it in his butt. We got to go. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out tonight. I'm on tomorrow with Maz and Matt McCarthy. We're back, baby, for one night only. We'll be back together next Wednesday and Thursday night. Thank you, everybody. Skaz, great job. Would I go Charmin first? Well, kind of. I like a nice, soft toilet paper. Would I rather poop in a bag or eat lettuce? It's probably poop in a bag. All right, we got to get out of here. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports.
I'm not trying to put stuff in my butt and drink it. I'm saying if you got to do something to get it in, you do it.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on 98.5 The Sports Hub.